Spotting the clues in AI slop.
An eagle flame. During a college football game, a bald eagle did its pre-game flight, but instead of returning to its trainer, it flew straight to the arm of the only Native American in the crowd. Out of thousands of people, it chose them. The stadium went silent, knowing they just witnessed something powerful. A moment of respect, spirit, and visibility. Folded hands sparkle. Yeah, no, it's not AI, no.
Some shit you see on Facebook. Is this Facebook? I don't know what app this is. I feel like it's so easy to scam old people with AI now. You just make some on Sora, remove the watermark, and then be like, look at this wholesome video. And then you'll just see a bunch of like grandmas and grandparents in the back like, blessed up. That's awesome. Oh, how sweet. How sweet. A group of rats saved a child from a lion. And they'll believe that. And it'll be the rats, like, making a bed, carrying the kid away. And, like, swarming the tiger. They'd be like, wow, nature really does help people sometimes.
It's his eagle when he gets hired to fly it at sport events, yeah. Yeah, my initial thinking was that, but then I saw
How do you show this is AI? I feel like you could see when stuff is AI when people have, like, lifeless eyes. Like, look at that shit. Like, they don't look like they're looking at anything. I also think it was the dude I saw below taking a piece of a brownie. What is that?
The dude below him taking a pic with what seems to be a piece of brownie. And the hand below would have been blocking their own camera. I ran a video on people believing AI slop was real 2 years ago, and you all said, nah, Matt, the comments are all bots too. No one actually gets tricked by AI. Well, look at the mess we're in.
2 years ago, I think people wouldn't get tricked. But now AI's good enough to where, yeah, the majority, every Twitter video at Grok. Is this real? At Grok, did this actually happen?
Now, having a question
and then, like, you're asking an AI if it's AI, and the AI could be wrong. It's like, the amount of trust people have. I know, like, ChatGPT and Grok and, like, AI in general is smart. And smarter than the average person. But that doesn't mean that it's right every time. It still doesn't actually work for video. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not going to know.
Everything we see these days, like some nightmarish version of Is It Cake? AI used to be easy to spot, but now requires more detective work. Like,
I still think it's not easy, but after you watch, like, 30 Sora videos, I think you could, with, like, 85% accuracy, pin whether or not something's real.
The lobster claws are the same size. That doesn't happen in real life. True legends, One Final Farewell, Eric Clapton and Paul McCartney break down. No, he didn't. Paul McCartney's left-handed. There's always some clue from how AI has slipped up, even as small as the fact that nobody ever writes prices $299.00 because it's been studied that when the .00 included, people are less likely to buy. So keep your eyes peeled. Ben & Jerry's milkshakes in all your favourite flavours. Don't know about you, but I want to try fish food, face-savouring food emoji. Will they do any in the dairy-free flavours? Please don't be AI. Ah, yes. Bernazzi's Bender's Berries. My
Dude, and the fact that they see this and then don't even, like, bro, like, I'm not even saying you need to look at this and then stare really close to see the flaws in the AI. Just look up if it's real. Why are we asking Grok? Like, so many things. Ben & Jerry making a milkshake bottle. Is Ben & Jerry's making a milkshake bottle? No. Just Google it. Like, I feel like actually people I don't want to say Google's the end-all be-all too, because Google itself 10 years ago was the same fucking problem, where people just Google something and then immediately believe it. But Google's AI now, not if you fucking scroll down. Not if you scroll down. I use Google AI too, but I'm saying, like, scroll down. The first result's AI, and then just fucking swipe past that shit and look at an actual article or Ben & Jerry's website. Nobody does that anymore. I think people have actually replaced Google with AI. Like, the amount of people that when they have to look up something, they just ChatGPT it instead of Googling it is nuts. They never look at articles. They never do anything. They just immediately go, well, ChatGPT said this, so. Did you know 82% of Americans don't have a high-yield savings account? That is leaving free money on the table that you could have. You just have sitting in a bank account, not accruing interest. That's where Chime, the sponsor of today's video, can help you. Chime's high yield savings account earns 3% APY. That is 7 times the national average of 0.39%. That is a huge difference. Let's do the math. If you have $7,000 in a regular savings account earning 0.39% APY, that is $27 a year. If you use Chime's high-yield savings account, that $7,000 can earn $210 a year. That is an entire gym membership, pair of headphones, so many other things. That's way more money. Way more money. The average American also spends $300 a year in bank fees. Chime, on the other hand, has no overdraft fees, no minimum balance, and no monthly fees. Another reason to switch over. Signing up is quick and easy, and what better time to get in than right now, because you can file your taxes for free through Chime. Make your money work for you and switch to Chime. To get up to a $350 bonus and earn up to 3% APY on your savings, go to chime.com/Joe Bartolozzi. It'll be the top link in my description, or scan the QR code on screen and make sure to go through my link to get the bonus. Plus, you get no overdraft fees and your paycheck up to 2 days early with Chime. That is chime.com/Joe Bartolozzi. Thank you to Chime for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it.
I love strawberry 68 cake. London, before everything, it was one of the most beautiful, clean, and safest places in Britain. Yeah, back then they drove on the rye. It was crazy. Not just that, the backwards man. The backwards man.
Dude, it's so hard. No, because like your eyes immediately, you don't immediately notice it. Like when I saw this, I was like, okay, well, it's probably AI. And I was looking up here to see what looked weird. I think it's also just like, come on, like the picture of the kid smiling with the kid, like it's just like too perfect of a photo.
Beautiful, clean, and safest places in Britain. Yeah, back then they drove on the rye and Culkin reunite at family Christmas party.
Dude, it's the eyes, man. I feel like AI is so bad at getting eyes to look normal. Once they ace that, it's going to be hard to tell. It kind of looks like they get Macaulay Culkin, and then they just, like, paste, like, weird clay eyes on every character. Also, what the fuck is that in the back?
Dressed as Home Alone kids, recreating a classic holiday moment. I like how kid...
Facial expressions, I think they get the smile right. It's just, like, at times it looks a little uncanny.
Holiday moment. I like how Kiernan has an extra of
Oh, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Does he have 11 fingers?
Corley's arm. Oh my fucking god, how did I miss that? And what the heck is this in the background? Crown emoji, the 2 Ps pack.
We're getting extremely close to indiscernible video, and it's worrying the amount of fraud that'll happen. What do you mean by fraud, Brady? Like scams? Or just like defamation or shit? Like what are you saying is gonna be... I think it's going to be like fake news. Like it's going to be scams. And then also I think most social media outlets are going to be unreliable because a lot of people don't like, here's the problem. News outlets in general are biased, right? They're trying to share news and inform people, but first and foremost, they're a company that's trying to make money. So they're going to share the news that they think is best and what's going to make them the most money. So a lot of people go to social media, but now you could get paid to use Twitter. You could get paid to use Facebook. You could get paid to use Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and Twitch and all these other platforms. So news outlets are going to be more and more motivated to just create false narratives. So while there may be accounts that are still trustworthy, on your For You page or your feed, you might see something that's a news post from a page that is literally just full of fake shit. I could get paid? Yeah. And you see it now. I mean, I can't like quote accounts, but you could probably find them on Twitter pretty quickly. There are Twitter accounts that flat out post fake shit. Maybe with a culmination of semi-real or slightly misinformed shit. But like, they just post stuff that gets views, right? Because it's not if the news is true, it's if the news is going to get clicks and likes and interaction and engagement. That's what you want. And it's like, that's a problem on actual news outlets as well, because it's like, you're not actually going to inform people of anything good. You're not going to inform people of anything that's not going to gain eyes. But it's even worse on social media when you just give that to just the hands of a random guy that could just do whatever he wants. The amount of people that just believe the first thing they see. And I'm not trying to say that of like you guys in my chat, but some of you guys as well. And even me at times, like the amount of ignorance people have to what's going on in the world where they just see something and immediately go with it. They don't fact check. They don't look for themselves. They don't, actually interact with an individual or anything themselves. They just go, oh, well, somebody said this. this said this. I can't. And then they just move on.
Why Taylor Swift and Donna Kelsey's 2025 shopping spree just redefined the in-law relationship. I like it how AI thinks Taylor would wear the same outfit.
I've seen 5 TikToks about people bitching about the Apple charging the iPhone 18. iPhone 18 has not been announced in any capacity. They're literally just believing fake videos. Yeah, the charging port shit. I saw that and I looked it up and it said they hadn't announced anything. iPhone 18 charging port. I want to see if that rumors suggest, but it doesn't actually say that that's what they're going to do. It's expected to use USB-C. They're gonna. Like, there's no way they wouldn't. I'm going to also have the take. I love that iPhone switched to USB-C because now I don't need some fuck-ass iPhone charger. Like, there's only 2 chargers that you need. Like, the speaker Android charger and the USB-C. And that's it. Those are the only charging cords I need. And anything that I need to charge fits in those 2 fucking slots. Either USB-C or this. Or just USB. It's amazing. It's like, I know it sucks too if like you're somebody with like an older iPhone as people move forward. But it's like, it's just awesome.
Shopping.
Yeah, micro USB. I never know the name of it. I just go Android charger.
The floor laughing emoji. It's the tiny microphone for me. The goal is never Gucci bags. It's acres of land. RIP to that horribly long misshapen horse. Skull emoji. Just imagine how small the horses would be if they walked all the way to the house. I'm a farmer's daughter, and some people think that makes me last. I grew up on a sweet potato farm about 10 miles outside of town, where mornings...
And who's posting this? Like, are people posting this for... It has to be for money. Like, the account that's posting this isn't just like an auto-ran bot. Like, some person is making this image and then faking this.
Start before the sun.
For engagement.
And vacation means a county fair. My parents have...
I think people on Facebook are doing this too. Because it's like, you pretend to be this wholesome farm girl, and then you get, like, some 80-year-old sugar daddy to be like, oh, you're what women aren't like anymore. Do you want to date me? And then they get scammed out of all their money.
Under that.
Yeah, it's catfishing, but most catfishing previously used to be, like, pretending to be somebody you're not. This is just, like, you're not even a person. Like... You're catfishing as an AI individual.
Yeah, I'll stop you there. The chicken have duck feet, you stupid goddamn dumbass emotionally manipulative robot prick. Today, I returned a library book I checked out when I was a kid. And I'm old enough now that the librarian behind the desk had to blink twice, like she thought I was joking. This AI photo, a book that old wouldn't have a barcode. They only started using those 30 years ago at the earliest, and it wouldn't have been on the cover. They were still tucking in the book, so they could also stamp the card as reminder to return. Well spotted. Very good, but also
where the red fern grows. Like that's what gave away the barcode gave away its fake. Where the red fern grows.
Where the red fern grows. Oh, sounds like a good book. AI fucking slop. United passenger posted his first class ticket.
What a big ticket. And what language is that?
It to brag about Trump and someone cancelled his flight. Fuck, AI's getting too good. Why does his ticket say Unico and United? Why is the champagne in his glass but his champagne is unopened? And why is he holding his bollocks? You forgot his legs shorter than his arm. Plus, he's literally on the flight. Right? Loudly crying face emoji, loudly crying face emoji, loudly crying face emoji. What, they're gonna kick him off now, are they? What's happened there then? Okay, cabin crew, come in. Can I just confirm you've served all the food and drink, yes? Fantastic. So everyone's got a hot meal and a full glass of alcohol right in front of them, correct? Great. If you could just go through now and actually make sure that everyone's got a ticket. Brilliant. And then after that, probably best start thinking about taking off. Where are pictures of Obama praying? Ooh, not many clues to work with here. Oh, but let me just try something. One sec. Marietta Handyman Services.
Oh, that's bad. You could tell just like off of the smoothness. AI always over-smooths people's skin. There's no texture.
Safely. Wired right? No.
Oh, he has 3 hands. I didn't even see that. Oh my god.
Stress.
And he's just not even holding the fan.
Do all of your workers have 3 hands? Marietta Mandyman? Some hospitals and hospices in the UK and Australia have introduced cuddle beds. That is, special wider beds that let families lie beside their...
This seems horrible, dude. Cuddle bed, but they got, yeah, and they got a bedpan under that. Imagine, bro. Oh my God.
Loved ones who are terminally ill. These beds bring comfort, warmth, and emotional closeness during the most
Yeah, why don't you emotional comfortness. Hey, your dying grandma. Why don't we lay on her? Also, she has 3 hands.
who are terminally ill. These beds bring comfort, warmth, and emotional closeness during the most difficult final moments of life. Do you think this practice should be followed by all hospitals? Again, AI slipping up on the old hands, but it does have a solution for that though. Happy birthday to my twins, Party Popper 2 Hearts. Some heartless people won't congratulate them just because they're different. Broken heart crying face. Hashtag stay strong. I refuse to believe we humans are this stupid. Oh, I've got bad news for you.
Oh my God. Dude, and it's all like the Facebook moms. Christina O'Boyle. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Birthday blessings. Happy birthday to both of you.
What are they supposed to do with those blocks? Just going back to this one.
What it just...
Though quickly, what's odd is that it's based on a real idea.
I didn't even think about that. That one I was trying to see why it was AI. I was going to say, well, like twins, what are the odds that they, even if you're genetic twins and one of you is missing, you know, your lower half of your arms, would that mean that the other one would also be missing the lower half of their arms?
Just going back to this one though quickly, what's odd is that it's based on a real idea, on a real picture. The AI decided to festoon with messed up flags and turn it for no reason into an airbed. God, imagine you sit on the side of this and grandma just launches into the air like a trampoline.
I do think hospitals are too sad. This does look more comfortable, but the problem is it's just like, it's unrealistic to assume that like people are going to come cuddle with their dying grandparents.
Like 5 nurses trying to hold the bed down and get her up for a bath, and she's just flopping around in the middle like a fish. AI has a habit of doing this. Here's a photo, a real story. The Arizona Fire Department had 19 babies born to the 18 firefighters inside of 1 year. AI decides, no, I can do that photo. Baby? Yeah, I've seen one of those before. Yeah. Hey, you guys. My favourite baby. God bless. Folded hands. Am I crazy, or does this child look like that wild...
But why would somebody make that into AI if it's already a real image? Like, they didn't change anything. They just said, recreate this in AI. Like, just to see if it could copy it.
Yes, restoration of that Jesus portrait done by that old lady in Spain. Could it be? The wadded up tissue next to the game. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. The AI was wrong for that. Dr. Pepper slippers coming soon to Walmart, Red Heart.
Dr. Pepper slippers. What about this is AI? If upside down it says foot care set instead of foot care. Look at her hand. Yeah, but I mean it's behind the box. It's upside down. Well, yeah, but oh, well, yeah, that part is upside down. But it also says foot care set instead of foot.
Oh, it's so good at making it look like an actual Walmart. Yes, but foot care. How far can animals identify us? What happens in that 600-yard window where you can be identified by a falcon, but not by a falcon? Schrodinger's falcon. Plus, that's not a giraffe. Me and my
husband after 23 years with the same pose and fun.
Husband after 23 years with the same pose and
Yeah, 23 years ago, Buddy had an Apple AirPod.
fun, winking face with tongue, smiling face with 3 hearts. Right.
And then now the AirPods, like, merged into his ear.
Because AirPods were a thing 23 years ago. They were.
Wow, this is fun to try and spot, like, what's wrong. Because honestly, I don't want to say, like, I wouldn't fall for this, right? Like, if I actually stared at it. But if I was scrolling on, like, just any social media and I saw this image, I wouldn't like it. I would just go, nah. Because I just wouldn't give a shit. If this was real or not, I just wouldn't care, right?
He wore them so much, they became one with his ear. You're being really insensitive right now. I love how the print...
And that is a problem, because then it makes, like, social media full of just, like, bot... Like, not just dead internet theory of, like, you know, the majority of social media interaction is done through bots, but also just, like, what you watch is bot content, but the bot content isn't intriguing enough for you to investigate it. So you just go, and just scroll. I've guaranteed you've seen AI images or modified ones, haven't noticed. It's gotten a lot more prevalent. Oh, no, I agree. There's probably been instances where I've seen AI imagery and just not known or cared to even check.
Ingles aged too. Spirit science. Posts. Look at this hidden sugar and common drinks. Every choice we make carries
Ios tea, energy juice drink, Red Bull.
weight, and awareness is a powerful tool. I like how the bottom of the Coke can bows outwards to fit the curve of the sea of Coca-Cola. Red tea, my fave. Who the fuck out here drinking sugar water? Like an ant? Or perhaps a hummingbird? Or... We're already gone everywhere.
Oh, God. Are there people that drink sugar water? Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Whoa!
I was going to say that would be like 100 grams of sugar.
Top 10 richest billionaires 2025.
Jeff Bezos, Maryville. I don't know some of these people. Mark Zuckerberg. That's not Mark Zuckerberg.
I love how this looks like an in memoriam post. Combined wealth. There are trillions of dollars faced with tears of joy emoji. Who we got here then? Jeff.
Yes, Tom Cruise, $281 billion. I don't even know if Tom Cruise probably has like one at most.
We got here then Jeff Bakes, Mal Gibson, Mark Zuckerberg, and what? Yes,
Adam
if I
Sandler.
Elon Musk is upsetting. Lol. Whilst we're on the topic of Musk, here's his family tree, posted unironically. Oh God, this isn't how you do a family tree. This is a family wreath. Fear the nameless Musk, born 2021. Dolly Parton impersonator meetup in Texas.
I believe this. I know, like, looking into it, there's probably something that makes it, yeah, like this. But looking at it, I'd be like, oh, who cares? Scroll.
Is that Mr. Poopy Butthole on horseback on the right? Oh, wait. Oh, I missed this event, and I live right up the street from Boris Lufthansa. I have truly never, in all my 75 years, witnessed such a charming little display of determination mixed with cozy desperation. Brilliant. Fabulous idea. I'd have made besties with him and...
Who's putting fabulous idea? Bart Denver is a fucking NPC, bro. Oh my God, we're in the pit vipes in the profile picture. What do you mean, brilliant idea? You're gonna set up a tent at a fucking airport? What? That's not a good idea.
Held up in there. Yeah, you know how you can never understand the overhead speakers? It's because they're speaking this language.
The flight to Deep is late.
Oh, no, I'm never going to get to Del Rito in time for Thameskivong. Amarillo reflects a classic American plains city, known for highways, open land, and regional travel
Where the fuck do you get off that roundabout? It's just an infinite traffic circle. You just spawn there and you can never leave.
routes that connect communities across the central United States. Love the big circle road with no off-ramp, lol. We just be driving in circles out here. Hey, I live there. This isn't AI. I once accidentally teleported into the circle. I had to call for help to get out, loudly crying face emoji. Yeah, this is what Amarillo actually looks like, if anyone was wondering. Where's the circle? I only order the cheeseburger.
0 cheeseburger. $9,000.
But the table is saying to split to bill evenly. What were you doing, eyes emoji? That's why when you start ordering, tell the waiter it's a separate checks, yeah? Problem solved. Josh, mate. Oh yeah, what, that new place over on Pemna Viventag, ACMV, Weschenheim, DC? Yeah, I was just there last week. Pemna Viventag is my favourite German holiday. Bro got charged for 0 cheeseburgers. Face with cheese, face with cheese.
And what the fuck is La Flave Mantra Cat? $4,000.
Face with tears of joy. AI loves receipt posts for some reason. I broke the #1 rule and took a
$285 at a fucking Olive Garden? What would you possibly have bought? Also, everything there is $1, $2, $5, and like $40.
co-worker on a date. We picked Olive Garden because it felt safe, casual, neutral, HR-approved vibes. Everything was cool until the check came. You're talking such shit. What do you mean you're taking her on a date? You've both got wedding rings on, and you're holding a receipt which says you've had a tiramisu, but she's still eating her salad. Let's just have a closer look at that receipt, shall we? 1 tier of fiddig with 1 Nutella tea and 1 wet towelettes. 2 nuttig nutties with oid betis. 1 tisair, nut. 1 tertiarius, and 1 Triscuit. Add $1, $2, and $2.50, and $5, and $5.20, and $3, and it makes the total a $285.50. Duh, face with rolling eyes. And yet, almost every pleb gobbles it up, besides the odd cautious, is this a...
Oh my God. Dated a coworker, now married with 2 kids. Is this AI generated? Married my manager. Oh my god, bro. Like, we're entering the new wave of, like, people going to get genuinely scammed. Like, I think AI influencers is going to be even worse, where it's not like, we watched that one video about an openly AI, like, Instagram influencer and how they get sponsors and shit. I think it's going to be, like, so bad that on Instagram, it's going to be before, like, I know Kwebbelkop's trying to fast track this fucking Kwebbelkop AI shit and have, like, YouTube merge with AI, and you're gonna have like AI gamers. I don't think that's gonna happen for a long time. I think more realistically, there's going to be like flat out Instagram influencers that aren't real and you don't know.
AI generated? Of course it is. Who would have taken the picture? Both his hands are on the receipt.
Are you AI? Yeah.
Living that DualShock life, video game growing heart.
One shoe.
That controller is plugged in to potato chips. Fucking poster says scheme. Skull emoji. What happened to Crash? Look what it did to Space Jam. Swamp Jam is an absolute classic. I wore a sneaker on one foot and went barefoot on the other, which was the style at the time. Yeah, when your mum barges in your room when you're hanging out with your friend, so your shirt is backwards and you only have one shoe on. Collectors! Automobile dash symbol. Cars 4, 2026. Hype. Lightning McQueen.
Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? There's another Lightning McQueen in the back with one eyeball. Oh my god. No, this is terrible.
He's back. Seymour. No, don't Seymour. This is AI. Disney said multiple times they'll never make another movie due to Pixar no longer having the partnership with the animation studio that did the Cars and Planes movies. Nice. I mean, you didn't really need to say that because there's a Cyclops with a three-eyed one. What is this supposed to be? What the fuck is this? Jesus is still king. Can I get an amen? Amen. No, wait. AIM. His own patch says Jesus. Is he saying he is king? Weight loss salad. Cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, onion. Those are some big fucking cherry tomatoes, lol. Stinky dicks, bagel seasoning, when only the finest will do. And the dressing only has 50 muffle per serving. Jack-o'-lantern emoji, POV, Halloween in the 90s, jack-o'-lantern emoji. More AI, which...
What, because there's just like pumpkins in the street? I think I'd fall for this one because nothing stands out as like absurd to me.
Tragically, humans were reacting with their real organic memories to, yeah, I really miss when I was a kid and we just put pumpkins in the middle of the road. Nobody puts pumpkins in the middle of the road anymore. I miss the days when street lamps were just long sticks with nothing at the top. I also really miss those teeny tiny automobiles from the 90s that got banned after that one incident in 1999 that caused the media to erase them from the cultural continuum. I'm imagining a horror movie where someone gets sucked inside one of these AI hellscapes. Grocery store, 1920s. Hashtag vintage retail. Hashtag
Selling a lot of peas. Peas 15 cents. Peas 15 cents. Peas 15 cents.
women of the 1920s.
Peas and coffee. Is that the only thing that they sell?
Hi, yeah, I'll take some peas and some, peas. Oh, and some puffers. Coffee and peas is all one needs. In Mobile, Alabama, 23-year-old Red Lobster server arrested after no-tip receipt sparks seafood night chaos. Now, this is a tough one, and obviously it's got all the guys out there making fools of themselves. I mean, maybe it's real. Maybe it's real. Yeah. Oh, there's just one thing I find mighty confusing. It says the mugshot there is taken on the 18th November, 2025. Now, see, I thought Mobile Alabama's Red Lobster shut down on May 2024. That's awful curious. Plus her Def Leppard shirt says Def Leppin. These are the sorts of AI photos which go the most undetected, though, largely as men on Facebook with these sorts of profile pics are too busy commenting like, I mean, Jesus.
What did that say? Come arrest me and book me to your life, Miss Officer.
Commenting like, I mean, Jesus.
So you're saying when a man gets you as his girl, you come with handcuffs? Count me in.
Christ, what are you doing? The comments are insane. Some motherfucker really said, oh, wowzers. But just look at the badge. It's literally a capture. And another tell, actually sit back and think about what you're looking at. No one would do this. At 53, he sang one song and blah, 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 blah. We are getting into the minutiae of clues here, but sometimes that's what's required. This is AI.
Ripped Eminem with just a million scars.
Eminem has a skull mushroom on his left arm, and Ronnie R.I.P. is at the bottom of the tattoo, not the top. I have the exact mushroom on my head, so I know. Yeah. I mean, they also kept the prompt, so sometimes
Where? Oh. Just truth, scrubs, legacy, written in rhyme, ultra-realistic, AK detail, shallow depth of
Sometimes
field.
digging down into the tiniest of clues isn't required, though. German short-haired pointer group shared that loyalty never fades, only remembered in silence. Generations pass, but a German short-pointed coims haunter always remembers what loyalty feels like in silence. What?
All right, WVid, though. That was fun. All right. Pulling over the police doesn't end well. I sure don't. What is he just... Did he have a bad day and now he just wants to rage bait a cop? You're probably allowed to honk at a cop, but you're not allowed to, like, spam honk / recklessly drive behind them. Have you ever seen the videos of when it'll be somebody behind a cop at a stoplight, and right when it turns green, they fucking just lay on the horn? Risky maneuver. I've done it to my friends. I don't think I would. You would have to pay me absurd amounts of money to do that to a cop. I wouldn't care. You would just do it. Would you guys do that? That would worry the fuck out of me. I've done it to a cop. You've sat behind a cop at a red light, and right when it turns green, just fucking lay on the horn. They're pulling you over. I feel like the average cop's gonna be like, yeah, let me see if this guy's tail lights out. It's making no fucking sense. Do you think he's sober? I don't think he actually wanted to pull her over. I think he was like, let me annoy this cop for an extended period of time and see how long it takes for her to fucking get mad. Like, I'm assuming he thought he was just gonna drive away in like 5 minutes.
Here's what's safe, because this says right here that may appear to be closer than
10-4, do we have any recent contacts?
You see, I wasn't close to you. But if you look in the mirror right now, it says objects may be farther away. No, that's actually not true. I'm not making sense right now because what he said didn't make sense. He's saying that she thought he looked closer because the mirror. But in mirrors, you look further away, right? No. He's not. You're stuttering? I know! Because I was trying to make a joke, but what he said didn't make any sense. When you look in a rearview mirror, do things look further away or closer than they are? It's further. He's saying, I only look like I was riding your ass because your rearview mirror. But your rearview mirror makes everything look further away. It's not closer. It's not closer. Why would they need to inform you of that? Chat, it's further. The objects in the rear view look further than they appear. Oh my God, it's closer. My life is a lie. My life is a lie. So what he's saying is right. Objects in the mirror are wait, no, I'm right. I'm right. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. So they appear further. We're miscommunicating here, chat. We're all on the same wavelength right now. We're on the... No. Listen. You're saying that they're closer. I'm saying they appear further. We're saying the same thing in different fonts, okay? No, we're saying the same thing. No. We're saying the same thing. That's AI? It's not AI. Why would that be AI? So what is he saying? Oh my God, why am I so confused? Ho. All I want for this holiday season is a customizable Cash App debit card. Do you know where I could get one of those? Oh, the sponsor of today's video, Cash App, could provide one for you. Now is never a better time to get in on the customizable Cash App debit card, which enables you to get exclusive discounts on everyday purchases like coffee, video games, food delivery, and more. And you can even draw a little fun figurine on your Cash App debit card. Look. It can glow in the dark, too, which is the coolest thing. That's the one that I've ordered. You should probably get that one in case you're ever in a bind where you need a glow-in-the-dark card. You never know when you're going to need one of those, but it's really cool. The Cash App debit card also has no hidden fees. There's no monthly charges, no minimum balance requirements. You also get exclusive pre-sale ticket access to some of your favorite music artists if you're a fan of concerts like Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Sabrina Carpenter, and more. There's way more. And for a limited time only, new Cash App customers over the age of 18 can earn $10 if they sign up with code CASH10 at profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend or more within the first 14 days. And if you're 13 to 17, you can request a parent or guardian sponsored account, use code CASH10 at profile at sign up, and get $10 dropped into your account when you order and activate a Cash App card and send $5 or more to a friend within the first 14 days. Terms apply. Thank you to Cash App for sponsoring this video. And let's get back into it.
Because this says right here that may appear to be closer than C.
10-4, do we have any recent
No, C's wrong. May appear to be closer. He's lying. That's the exact opposite of what it says.
contacts with it?
Stand by.
I'm lost. When you're driving a car and you look in the rearview mirror, something that is 30 feet away might look 60 feet away. It's actually closer than they appear. His dumbass is saying, I wasn't actually tailing you, officer. I only look like I was because your mirror made it seem that way, when it does the exact fucking opposite. Okay, why am I getting angry? Disturbing the peace, actually. Because if you, like, I understand what he's saying where he's like, I'm allowed to use my horn, but following too closely is illegal. And if it's like, dude, these, like, there's homes here. Like, he would just get arrested for just being a nuisance.
Give me your driver's license.
Waiting for your supervisor. Once
He's
I
coming.
ask for your
He's coming. I'm
supervisor,
just
you're done.
Does he, but they always, dude, they always do this in body cam videos where they're like, yo, bring me your supervisor. Do they think, like, the vibe just changes when the supervisor shows up and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry she was mean to you, sir. How long would it take for, like, the horn to run out? Or, like, break? If he just held that down. Hours? No. I feel like it'd be, like, a minute. Years? Now we're Googling it. This has, somebody's answered this question. If you hold down a car horn nonstop, when does it break? It'll eventually kill the battery. Depends how fast. Ooh, voice crack. Cheap horns might overheat in under a minute. Good ones drain the battery, potentially lasting hours or until it's too weak. So it'll just get more faint. To back him up. Dude, I have, like, really good driving. You know I'm a good driver, right? You know, like normally when you're like whenever you look up from, like, your iPad and shit, like, you see that I'm like obeying traffic laws. Like, he knows what the rules of the road are. Bro, when I was that young, when I was like 7 years old, we could be 5 blocks away from where I live, and it was like I was in a different universe. It was like I was in a different universe. Before I even knew how to drive, I was, like, lost. Like, getting one place to another, yo, you never have to know. You just sit in the car and you teleport. You don't need to know. Hey, I gotta say, side conversation, people, I don't know, maybe it's just New Jersey. People on highways fucking drive like maniacs, bro. Not even just like Jersey slide shit. I'm saying in general, we'll be going 80 miles an hour on a fucking highway, and somebody's actually 6 feet behind me. If we're going down a rural road and the speed limit's 25 miles an hour, that's fine. But if I'm going 80 and you're 6 feet behind me and I tap my brakes, you're almost hitting me. Like, the fuck, dude. And I'll slam. The other day, I'm driving on the highway. I slam on my brakes because somebody else slams on their brakes. The car behind me slams and pulls off the road so they don't hit me. Like, they pull into the grass. They don't crash, but then they get back on the road. I'm like, dude, just stop tailing me. We're both getting to the same place at the same closer than they are isn't true. What? Objects in the mirror may be closer. He's reading it wrong. He's reading it wrong. No. Chat, he's reading it wrong. I'm not getting over this.
Closer than
Objects in mirror appear closer than they are. That is the opposite of what it says. Objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear. He can't fucking read. He can't fucking read. This is why it says 40% of the fucking U.S. American adults are illiterate, because he has the reading level of a fucking third grader. Objects in the mirror appear closer than they are. That he's saying that they look closer than they are. It's saying the opposite. Objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear, meaning they look further than they are.
They
It
are.
has nothing to do with what says on the mirror.
Yeah, it does. It is a.
Why are the cops not saying this back to him? Nobody understands. I feel like I'm in bucket. I feel like I'm crazy. I feel like I'm crazy right now. You're wrong. I feel like I'm fucking losing my mind. I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. That's what it says. Does this? She's not fat, and you're also not in that great of shape, big dog. You look like, bro. What? You look like an average. Like he's acting like he's like Arnold. Like you're like, dude. You're the very normal. You're a very normal guy at like judging other people's body types.
Because that proves that I wasn't close enough to hit her. Because when she hit the curb, then I would have hit her, wouldn't you?
Oh my god! And then he's gonna pull away, and he's gonna tell his kids, he's gonna be like, "Gee, this is why the cops and this know that body cams exist." I feel like this is a good maneuver in like 1980, but even then, dude, they didn't. 1980, people didn't give a fuck. Now, yeah, people care, but it's like, dude, nobody's hurting you. Like 1980 pre-body cam, you could be like, "They're punching me." Even then, though, people would be like, "Yeah, the cop's punching you." People just wouldn't care. Now people care, obviously, for good reasons, because there are cops that are bad. But it's like, every single one, there's 5 cops, they're all wearing body cams. Order on him, what, from cops?
Criminal history, listing dozens of suspected misdemeanor and felony charges. In the incident presented in the body cam,
Since 2005, he gets like fucking 6 charges a year.
misdemeanor and felony
Oh my god.
charges. In the incident presented in the body cam, the suspect
Joe B. Chat, shut up.
ultimately pleaded guilty to resisting or obstructing an officer twice. The
I was 3 years old in 2005.
matter was fully adjudicated
I was 3 years old in 2005.
last month, and he was sentenced to 12 months.
Oh, that was a fucking crazy video. Who's a kid with this whack job? Child needs to be removed from his car or from his care. Dude's unhinged. Well, I'm assuming that that kid's not in his care technically if he's paying child support. Maybe joint custody, but even then, do you pay child support on joint custody? I don't know the ruling on that. I know you pay child support if you don't have custody, you pay child support. If you do have custody, you don't. I don't know about joint custody though. I think that would probably depend. It would depend on the primary residency, I would assume. Next video. Can you profit from a first-class flight? I think it depends what first-class flight you're taking. How long's the flight? How expensive is it? Are you taking like an Emirates flight that's like 16 hours and $20,000? Probably not. Probably not going to get your money back on that.
Most people that fly first class are
Oh god, I feel like this video is going to end with Jack Pembroke duct taped to the chair. 48 fucking glasses of champagne in, just trying to fucking get out.
millionaires trying to relax.
All right, that's not a 45. Is that really a $45 glass of champagne? Oh my god, that's caviar.
But me, I'm trying to profit.
First class flights promise that gourmet food, top shelf drinks, and entertainment are all included in the price of your ticket. But does this really make it worth it? To find out, I'll be eating
That's a pretty cheap first class flight on Emirates.
in the price of your ticket. But does this really
Genuinely. There's Emirates flights that are like 30 grand, 40 grand. A $4,000 first class ticket. I'm wondering how short this flight is.
make it worth it? To find out, I'll be eating way too much, drinking a concerning amount, and experiencing all that I can. Because as someone who's never flown first class, I need to know, can I consume
Damn, sit in seat 1A, Aura.
more than what the first class seat cost me, equaling a profit?
Starting here at JFK Airport. That's right. I'm
You're rich, Joe. SMH out of touch. I'm not out of touch. I don't ride first class. The only time I ever rode first class was on a one-way flight to Austin because it was paid for by a company. Outside of that, I've had business twice, and outside of that, I ride coach. And guess what? I'm sitting middle seat because I'm flying with Brooke, and she doesn't want to sit on window. And either way, it's either window middle or middle aisle, and I'm seating in middle seat. So that's not cap.
in New York City.
That's not cap.
Hey, I'm walking here.
I'm sorry.
You fly first class. I would tell you if I fly first class. What I will say is if I ever, right, this is what I will say. If I fly to over a 6-hour flight, I'm buying a better seat, okay? I flew Coach Plus to Iceland. And if I ever flew to like Thailand or China, I'm buying the $5,000 ticket, buddy. I'm telling you that. That's what I've worked for, brother, okay? I said I want money so I could fucking travel and see the world, and I'm not sitting fucking 90-degree angle 20 hours to China, okay? I'm buying the better ticket there. Spring is here. And that means the NBA playoffs are starting up, the MLB season is kicking off, and it's the perfect time to get in on betting with DraftKings Sportsbook, the sponsor of today's video. DraftKings has it all in terms of sports betting, obviously same-game parlays, but also live betting, where you're able to bet on star player props and in-progress games as they happen live. I'm a big 3-pick parlay kind of guy. It's what I enjoy. It's what I find thrilling on the DraftKings side, but whatever you're into, DraftKings has you covered sportsbook-wise. And if sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still get in on the action with DraftKings Pick 6 and have a shot to win cash prizes. So sign up to DraftKings today using promo code JOEB. New sportsbook customers bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet hits. That is $300 in bonus bets if your bet hits when placing a $5 bet as a new sportsbook customer. Thank you to DraftKings for sponsoring this video. And let's get back into it.
I'm just working on my New York. Thank you. Guys, I'm about 4 hours early for my flight intentionally. Before I even step foot on that flight, there's some things I have to take full advantage of while still in the airport. After all, the ticket I purchased cost me an eye-watering $4,600. Laugh through the pain. The flight I chose is gonna take us from New York City to Milan, Italy, and it's the absolute cheapest ticket I
Was that like a 9-hour flight?
could find, which
8-hour
means
flight.
it's an overnight flight. To make this as fair as possible, I'm gonna factor in the average flight cost
Oh, he's taking a red eye. Red eye 8-hour, 9-hour.
of an economy ticket.
What do you ideally want a red eye, though, if you're flying that far? So then you land and it's the next morning?
From New York City to Milan, which is around $671. That leaves us with $3,329 of stuff that I need to get out of this ticket in order to turn a profit.
Oh, he's minusing the average cost because it's like, okay, the plane itself, you're paying that amount of money anyway.
First order of business, the Emirates Luxury First Class Lounge, where all drinks and food are free and unlimited. Hey, how's it going? It's my first time flying first class.
All right, Mr. Jack Colton.
Yes, sir. Oh my gosh. Whew, we're in for a treat. This place had it all. You know you're somewhere luxurious when the drinks have fruit in them. There was a wide array of desserts, some I've never even seen before.
That shit looks disgusting. That looks good. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Is that like fried like rice string? Oh, coconut crusted roasted pineapple orange cinnamon sauce. Pass.
Seen before. Tons of different hot foods as well as cold ones. Every beverage imaginable.
My goal in life is to get to a higher class on an airlines. Like, I would love to be like a Delta Gold member. And you have to just fucking fly with the same company over and over again because then you get access to this shit for like free. If you get to that level of like aura, you know, when you fly that much. You have like a Delta 1, Delta Platinum. Now you're like fucking taking flights all the time. You're getting free check bags. Yo, best believe I'm taking a shot of Henny here. Is this free?
Tons of alcohol.
Can I have the king in me? Is there any LeBron Henny?
Including top tier champagne and more. I was a bit overwhelmed, but with time already ticking, I loaded up on a bunch of items and brought them right back to my table. It is very quiet in the lounge. I tried to get what looked to be the most expensive. The way these videos work is each item that I consume, I am gonna assign a value to based on what I think is worth it. This plate of food here has pasta, fish, don't even know what that is, and 2 stuffed dates. I'm gonna call that $12. I also got not one, but 2.
So Jack's just eyeballing. We're just eyeballing. Yeah, we just got some tuna sashimi, so I'm gonna say that's probably about, I don't know. Actually, I think I could do this. Tuna, 4 pieces of tuna sashimi is $16. Let's say that. 16 bucks. $4 a piece. $4 a piece. Probably lower grade tuna. Maybe 20 bucks.
2 of these plates of tuna, we'll say those are about $15 each.
That's fair. That's fair.
I also got this dessert. I don't even know how to begin to describe this thing.
You don't know math. You're a fucking cornball. Hey, let's rewind so I could show you how you're wrong. $16, $4 a piece. 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh.
We'll say those are about this thing. We'll say $5. To drink, I got a
the loofah dessert. Ooh, a silver bullet Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi
Cool.
and a glass of champagne. I looked up the bottle online. We're gonna say it's about $20 a glass. The plane boards in about 2.5 hours, and I am sick of yapping, so I am gonna dig into this food.
I've never gotten drunk on a flight before.
That is so good. I'm gonna try the champagne. That is that's pretty strong.
Really? Yeah. Oh. See, now I can't tell that story. Never mind.
Every time I return to it, hits me like a truck. Bottoms up.
I've gotten high on a plane. Okay, so here's what I've done. Okay, so I'm not gonna tell a specific story, but there's been times where I've been in front of TSA and I eat a Scooby snack and then I walk in.
Every minute in here could be used profiting, so I'm going back for seconds. I demolished the last of this meal like a boss, and my table was immediately clean.
I've never been, okay, no, I was drunk on a plane going to Mexico. But it was like, not really a drunk, it was more of a buzz. It's in the vlog. Me and Chris showed up. It was like 7 a.m. The bar just opened. And I got 2 shots of Di Serrano and Coke. I think I slammed like a fucking beer. I think I had a Kona Big Wave. Something else. Maybe a glass of wine. Just trying to get myself tired.
Off.
It's the worst though. Dude, it's like awesome because you fall asleep. And then you wake up and you're still on the plane. And you're like, oh. Because you're like half hungover. Tired as hell, empty stomach. I just have like fucking Chardonnay sitting there.
Do you have like a favorite champagne?
They're both good.
They're both good.
Can't go wrong with champagne.
Right? Thank you. That guy probably owns Apple or something. I don't know. Meal number 2, acquired. I got 2 more of these tuna things because they're really easy to get down and they seem expensive. This challenge is about being
Yeah, Jack's gonna have the bubble shits on this fucking Emirates flight, dude. Just eating, what is he at? He's at 16 pieces of fucking sashimi.
calculated. I got what looks like to be some sort of fancy cake. To drink, I got a hibiscus lemonade and another glass of champagne. I asked one of the potential billionaires that I'll be flying with which champagne is the best.
They're both good.
They're both good. So I'm trying this one, which I haven't had before. Let's give it a shot. That's worse than the other one. Oh. I finished another plate of tuna and put some work in on this cake here. The more tuna I'm eating, the more fishy it's becoming. After a while, it starts to taste like it was swimming at one point. You know, I'm gonna see if I can one bite this thing. It's a big bite.
That's so gross. I love tuna, but that's disgusting. We're just getting a mouthful.
A lot of tuna. This turned out to be
a mouthful of raw fish.
A terrible decision. Oh. I didn't think I'd be coming with an update to you guys this quickly, but
His alcohol tolerance is nuts. Bro, I feel like it's not. though, Zeusy. If me and him end up doing this fucking cruise thing together, I feel like I could outdrink Jack. I told him, I said, if we're staying in the same room, dude, and I black out, I might just piss in the corner, bro. Like, you might see some crazy shit out of me, Jack. I'm just letting you know, man. I literally, word for word, I told him that. He was like, okay.
I'm 2 courses in, and I'm already starting to kind of feel it. The tuna, I think I'm done with. I have like an hour before the flight. We're just getting started. This is gonna get pretty degenerate, I'd imagine. I'm already the loudest and youngest person in here, so I can't even imagine what this flight's gonna be like. I am so excited. I'm gonna go refill.
Sneak in the mini Jack Daniels shots, Jack.
Profiting. I knew I had to make this last hour count, so I started speed running. Desserts on desserts, coffee from a fancy machine, and not one, but
He had like 20 glasses of champagne in that one video. Brother, have you seen my 36 drink Mexico vlog? Let me tell you, I think I put an all-star performance out. I laid it out all on the field on that day. That day was rough. Hold up. Let me pull it up. Self-glaze? Oh, I'm self-glazing. I was proud of myself. Oh, wait, this is me. 2:30 a.m. Bro, put p.m. Oh my God, yo, emptied my guts right when I fucking stepped in there, dude. Holy shit. I'm in the bathroom just rambling myself about how I love the fucking bartender, dude. This shit's rough. This was bad news. I was doing Dos Equis shot. That was the play. Oh, there's Brady.
Brady approved. Cloak approved.
Where's the bean dinner? Wherever the bean dinner was, I fucking threw up after that. That was bad. Oh my God. Where's the bean dinner? Oh, here's the Dos Equis.
Drink number 4. Good as usual. 7 out of 10.
Shot of tequila. He's got a
Oh God, we were just drinking with random people, dude. That's the problem with all inclusive. You just walk up, they're like, "Hey, you want a shot?" You just go, "Oh yeah." Had a margarita. Oh my God. Tecate. Oh, Tecate Light. Yo, that's probably a top 5 beer. Tecate Light canned. Oh, watch this. That was just some old guy. Oh, he was trying to hook Chris up with his daughter. I remember that. He was like, "My daughter's hot." I was like, "What?" Fucking weird ass conversation with that guy. My daughter's a catch. I was like, okay, calling your daughter beautiful versus hot, 2 different things. Zins? Oh, I was zinning up a storm there, brother. Peep that Budweiser shirt. Fashion. Hold up.
Drinks. I'm gonna drink.
Oh my God, I drank that. No, that's where it went downhill. That was just a bottle of fucking wine.
It's a Vino Blanco. Whatever the fuck.
Bro, and I counted that as 1 drink. That is not 1 drink. That is a mini bottle of wine. I just drank it. Oh God. No, the bean dinner. Dude, no. After this, dude, I cut it. The bean, dude, I was so drunk at dinner that I just started putting beans in everybody's drinks because they had like fucking beans on the ground for some reason. They were just raw beans. I tried eating one, and they served the shrimp with the heads on. So I was so drunk, I was just fucking eating them. I went, I gotta go piss real quick. Fucking threw up in the toilet at dinner. I stroll back in. I go, I think I'm gonna go get food at the buffet. And then I strolled over to the buffet. Bro, that shit was so, yo, I'm one of my friends, oh my God, that I'll drink with, Jay, you've seen him, we need 2K. He said there was one time, this is a side note, I feel like I've done this all the time. I'll be like, I gotta go piss. I just go fucking vomit. Just get a quick rejuice, come back out. He said there was one time he was at a it wasn't a concert. It was like a baseball game, and they had a lot of porta potties lined out, and he really had to throw up, but there was a huge line. So he walked to the front of the line and goes, "Yo, do you guys care if I go throw up real quick?" And so they let him through. He said he got into the porta potty and just vomited all over the walls, missed the toilet, and then just walked out. That is the funniest shit ever, bro. To be like, "Oh yeah, you're next." "Oh yeah, no, that's all you." And then the next person that let you cut to walk in and just see that shit.
2, actually 3.
Oh my God, while I was in Boston, somebody pooped in the urinal at a porta potty. You'll see it in the vlog. Disgusting. Human turd. Just in the fucking porta potty. Like in the urinal, just like laid a log.
Glasses of champagne. Looking back, I can't believe I actually drank this much in such a short amount of time. Do not try this at home, please. The lounge started to fill up, so I couldn't slow down. Tuna wasn't an option anymore, which left me with one more choice. Champagne. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think I overdid the champagne. I feel crazy right now. I think we're gonna have to switch up the drink selection. I thought I'd try out this beer. It tasted like beer, and oh boy, was it hard to get down. I was then gifted.
Bro, why are you drinking so much liquid? Ugh. Dude, whatever that slaw is on the bottom is no, I'm not eating that.
A whole chicken sandwich, compliments of the chef, so of course I deleted it. My flight is boarding very soon. I think the method is get a couple more drinks in and save my appetite for the plane. On board, they're gonna have a lot nicer and more expensive.
Bro, why are we just eating raw fish? I mean, yo, this is actually the worst combination you could possibly have. No rice, no carbs in the stomach. Just straight raw tuna and ceviche and fucking just Chardonnay. Chardonnay champagne.
A couple more drinks in and save my appetite for the plane. On board, they're gonna have a lot nicer
What would you eat? I don't know. I would feel like I would carb up if I'm planning on drinking.
and more expensive items to take advantage of. For now, let's keep profiting.
Chardonnay. You guys are making fun of how I say it. Oh, Chardonnay. Oh, Chardonnay. Sorry. Chardonnay while I play Pokemon on my Switch.
It's not often you have champagne free at your disposal, so I thought before we get on this flight, let's take full advantage.
What are we doing, bro? Yo, maybe I'm wrong, bro. He puts them down, dude. What? What? Yo, he's like 9 glasses of fucking champagne in. Yo, and then to just be fucking just stumble on the flight. Stumble on the flight. Just go, I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta go pee. I gotta go pee. Just fucking yak.
That's gonna kick in real soon. Surprise food, surprise food. Guys, I was delivered a mini cheesecake without warning. Add it to the total. That's the best I've had. I think I'm gonna eat it all. I went right back to the champagne. 1, 2.
Bro, there's no way this is a new clip. There's no way this is a new clip. You're lying.
3 glasses later, and I was feeling great.
I feel like someone would say something. If you're a worker at this Emirates lounge and you see Jack Pembroke down 12 glasses of fucking champagne in like 30 minutes, I'm going, yo.
Oh, that was terrible. So it was
Yeah, they're going to call someone.
a good thing we were boarding any minute now. All right, guys, I met a fellow passenger. I'm here with
John McCoy.
John McCoy.
You've flown first class a couple times.
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living?
I'm an importer. I import menswear from Italy.
Menswear.
Yeah.
So like what I'm wearing now, like clothing and stuff?
Yeah, men's clothing. A little better than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
John McCoy.
So I was curious, how much did you pay for your ticket?
I think $3,000.
Sweet.
Well, Emirates, I think, is the best airline that I've flown. Service is good. The food is good. It's the best that there is.
So if you have any advice for anybody watching on the other side who wants to maybe be an entrepreneur or make it, what's your advice?
My advice to anybody who wants to make it, first of all, love what you do. Yeah, if you don't like what you do, I couldn't think of a more miserable existence.
John.
Number 2 is be passionate about what you're doing and work hard. If you can do that, you have a good life. Yeah.
Remind me your name?
John McCoy.
My flight is boarding any minute now. I have one last idea for how we can profit big before we leave the lounge. In the distance is a boatload of alcohol that is free for the taking.
Yo, if he walks up and steals a bottle of alcohol, yo, I'm telling you that right now. If I'm on a Jack video and he gets up to those shenanigans, I'm walking the next direction. I don't know Jack Pembroke. I've never heard the name. Dude, we gotta steal a bottle of Hennessy from the bar. Nope. Nope.
If I can somehow, some way finesse a
We gotta go finesse this.
bottle, that would be huge in terms of profit. Wish me luck. With staff all around me and my plane about to board, I had to make this quick yet discreet. Guys, this bottle of Don Julio might just be small enough.
Bro, that is the worst fucking bottle you could steal. That is the worst bottle. Don Julio, there's got to be more expensive shit, bro.
Of Don Julio might just be small enough to fit in my backpack. You have to be smart about this. We got it. Your boy just finessed a $60 bottle of...
Bro, that guy definitely saw him.
We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Your boy just finessed a $60 bottle of alcohol. It's literally in my backpack. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I know for a fact it's possible. Luckily, we are just getting started. The items and amenities they have on
Yo, Jack, if we start stealing the sample fucking shampoos from the Emirates fucking first class lounge and try to tick that off on the dollar menu.
on this airplane are unlike any
Bro, this is like when he was stealing the fucking soaps from the cruise ship and he was like filling his fucking bag with like random fucking hotel room items.
anything I've ever seen, and I am absolutely ready to take full advantage. I gotta board my plane. I am so excited. Let's do this. Thank you so much. I have always wanted to fly first class. It has been a bucket list thing for me for so long. Here we go. First. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, boarding this plane, I felt like a young crypto millionaire, but deep down inside, I was struggling to hold.
I have to pee. Just looking through the flight attendant's eyes. I have to pee. I have to pee really bad.
Back my excitement. And before I knew it, I saw my seat
Just throws up on the door outside of it.
for the very first time.
Gosh. Holy
Throws up in the corner. Just starts mushing the pillow into it. I gotta hide the vomit.
Is this crazy to you? This is crazy for me. I'm freaking out. This is the nicest anything I've ever been on in my entire life. I'm sweating because I'm so nervous of where I am. Growing up, I used to watch these videos of Casey Neistat going in these
Bro, that was actually peak YouTube. Watching all the Casey Neistat videos of him riding like his automatic skateboard around New York City and then going aboard these fucking $20,000 flights.
first class seats, and I never thought that I would be in this position. Once we take off, I'm gonna give you guys a seat tour. We have officially taken off from New York City. It's about time I give you guys a suite tour. And yes, it is called a suite, not a seat. That is the level of luxury we've reached. First things first, this is the seat. I mean, come on. And I'll be the first to say this is easily the most comfortable airplane seat I've
I keep thinking about him just asking to pee. That would be the funniest thing ever. Sorry, I gotta stop. I gotta
ever
stop
sat
thinking
in.
about that.
This is a view of the legroom.
You're just being vomit in the corner. Vomit in the corner. And just like a roll of paper towels. Just like mushed up on it. Ignore that. Ignore that.
Feet can't even touch the wall. If we're being honest, you could probably fit a whole nother human down there. Gotta put that back. See what I mean? Now this seat comes with tons of free amenities that we can add to our total, including a toiletries bag. Inside is Axe body spray, a middle school classic, a comb, a tissue.
Oh my god, that ice chill body spray. Yo. I would fucking tape that shut and throw it over my seat.
A toiletries bag. Inside is Axe body spray,
Axe bomb,
a middle school classic, a comb, a tissue, a cleansing towel, shaving cream, a razor.
How much did he add on the cleansing
A
towel?
middle school classic, a comb, a tissue, a cleansing towel.
$4, Jack, for the cleansing towel. This shit looks like a tampon, brother. We're gonna count this as $4.
Shaving cream, a razor, a toothbrush with toothpaste, and some earplugs. Nice. And a bunch of luxury toiletries and fragrances from this company, Bulgari, I think? I don't know. Apparently this brand is quite expensive, so hopefully this will help towards our profit. Smells great. We also got some headphones, which are actually nicer than expected. We get a touchscreen TV that you can control from this little
And 4 FPS. Why is every airplane fucking touchscreen just so slow?
We get a touchscreen TV that you can control from this little iPad here, and on the TV is a subscription to every streaming platform for free. I was also given this bag here that includes some slippers and pajamas. they're quite comfortable. I've also discovered a secret compartment here. And when it opens, you got a mirror and a bunch of toiletries. Facial toner, eye cream, a towelette, and pillow mist. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Pillow mist review. Guys, this is just a game changer. My pillow is wet now. Okay, pillow mist, nice. Also, if you want some added privacy,
Yo, does it not look like he has his pajamas on backwards?
you can press this button here, and there you go. The doors retract. I am in my own personal private area right now. If you press this button here, you also get your own personal tray table, and maybe the coolest part of all, all of these beverages and snacks
Are those like fucking pickled eggs? What is that?
at your disposal. Regular water, sparkling water, chocolates, snack
Oh, those look like pickled eggs. That's just chocolate. Indian masala mix.
mix, you name it, all completely free. Now this flight is only 8 hours long.
Bro, when I flew home from Iceland, there was a lady that was eating raw salmon and pickled eggs, and she sat right next to us, and she was watching like a raunchy, like 50 Shades of Grey film, and she would lean back and like yell at her husband. She would go, "Are you full? Do you want any more?" And it would just be like hard-boiled eggs and fucking salmon.
And as much as
Yuck.
I would love to relax,
Like out of a bag.
I'm here on a mission to profit. Are you guys serving right now?
Whenever you would like to eat, that's when we prepare.
Whenever I want.
Yeah.
Can I do a champagne?
Champagne?
Thank you. They brought out a 2015 aged Dom Perignon bottle. No idea what
Just leave the bottle, big dog. Just set down the bottle.
that means. All I know is it's expensive. Do you guys have caviar?
Yes, we do. You can have anything you want from the menu at any time you want.
So unlimited, basically. But what he didn't know is I was gonna push the full limits of that. I looked it up, and apparently this champagne is like $45 a glass. So if I can get enough of these down, it'll help immensely.
Yeah, enough of these down. How many does he need to get down? He's got $2,500 left, divided by 45. Oh yeah, Jack, you only got to put down 55 glasses of champagne.
Towards our profit. Cheers. Tastes like every other champagne. I ordered some caviar, so hopefully that comes soon. Before my caviar arrived, I was brought an appetizer. I got some prosciutto and melon, and
I'm not eating that. I am not eating that. Let me tell you, bros, that's sour cream and fucking ceviche. No.
burrata with tomatoes.
That's just not for me, bruh.
That bite I just took was peak. Got my champagne refilled. Yeah. Whoa, turbulence. Oh. My caviar arrived along with all of its different toppings, a basket of bread, another glass.
I would just get that re-upped a million times. I'd say, hey, let me get another bread basket, big dog. Let me get another bread basket. Make sure it's warm.
Bread, another glass of champagne, of course, and this menacing mystery shot of vodka. I've had caviar in the past. It is very fishy, but it is extremely expensive. I will eat as many freaking fish eggs as I need to if it means we can profit from this flight.
Picking it up with his hand.
Let's try this caviar. Whew, that is really fishy. Ugh. Cheers.
Bro's not even enjoying it. Just eating it for the dollar amount.
That hits. Absolutely freaking smoked. It also came with this shot of vodka. Let's give it a shot. I honestly never thought that I would experience this level
Hey, look at that jackass. What is he filming?
of luxury. So thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Beyond all these adventures, there is a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, like emailing, scripting, or planning my next video. And doing all of these things would be a whole lot harder without Grammarly. Grammarly with the link in the description. Now let's get back to profiting. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Thank you. Steak's here.
Nah, that's pissing me off. That's actually pissing me off. I can't eat that shit.
Here we got a beautiful filet. Mignon. And for a side, some asparagus, and I don't know what that is.
I love asparagus too. What is that? It's like little onions.
Let me know in the comments. I also got another glass of fancy champagne. I can't believe they served that on a plane. That tasted like Nick DiGiovanni himself cooked that.
Another one.
We have currently less than 3 hours until we arrive at our destination. These last 3 hours truly determine if we can pull this off or not. I'm starting to get...
Dude, and imagine stumbling off this flight, no sleep, pissed, drunk, in Italy.
a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but it's time to lock in, baby. Could I get 3 orders of caviar at one time? Is that possible?
The thing is, it won't fit. That's the thing.
What if it's just the eggs? If it could do 3 at once?
Oh my god, just a bowl of caviar. That is foul. That is foul.
And then if I could also get 3 glasses of champagne at one time. Okay. Has anyone ever ordered three at once?
Never.
Never? If they actually deliver this request, we'll know for a fact this is possible. I'm not gonna lie, I highly doubt they're gonna do that. Of course, I slammed these 3 glasses, which ended up being the intro of this video. But me, I'm trying to profit. Okay, 3 orders of caviar. I specifically asked for sour cream and lemon. It kind of gets rid of the fishiness and makes it way easier to eat. As much as I don't want to eat all this, there's only one way to do this.
Yo. Oh my god, I can't imagine having to put that down, dude. His stomach is so... Bro, it is just churning.
I don't think there's a less enjoyable way to do a food.
Could I go pee? Dude, that's the funniest part. Is if he asked, instead of just getting up and going to take a piss. Can I help you with anything? Could I go pee?
First class flight. I'm sure you guys can tell, but I am cooked. I think if I have one more bite of caviar or one more sip of champagne, it might all come up. But I don't want to quit because I owe it to you guys to give it my all. If I want any chance of complete...
Goes to take a shower in the fucking Emirates bathroom, just starts vomiting in the shower, mushing it down the drain. Sir, is everything okay in there? Yeah, sorry, I really had to pee. Sorry, I just have to pee.
This challenge and profiting, I gotta lock in. The sun started to rise, and I'm not gonna lie, I only became more tired, but my brain wouldn't let me give up. Many hours ago when I first got on board, I booked a shower. Yes, this plane has an actual shower on board. What timeline do I live in, bruh? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the shower. I have all of this to myself. What the heck is this? Here is the toilet. Very sanitary. Tons of toiletries to my...
Taking that fucking stupid ass paper shit off, I'm going bare ass on that toilet.
Disposal. And I even have the option to heat the floors. I can currently feel my feet being heated. I can't believe I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shower and make the most of this. I can't believe I'm on an airplane. I gotta profit as much as possible to make sure we pull this off. I'm gonna dry off and I'm back to my seat.
Dude, it'd be so funny if he just blacked out in one of these videos and forgot he had to fucking film this, and he just started recording random clips of him just refilming the intro like 9 times. But I'm here to profit.
I returned to my seat with a bright blue sky. Guys, we got about an hour left of this flight, and I know if we want any chance of profiting, the next hour is absolutely crucial. The only way we can do this is if I go absolute degen mode and put everything on the line. We've determined that champagne and caviar is the best profit method possible, and luckily for
No way he orders more.
us, it's unlimited. So I'm gonna put that to the test and get as much as humanly possible for the last hour of our flight. Let's do this thing. Can I put in another order? This is a crazy ask, but
Yo, this guy, fear in his eyes. Oh my God, what is he about to ask for?
could I do 4 champagnes and 4 caviar?
We just wait a little bit, and then I can see if I can accommodate that for you. I'll just check and come back to you.
Thank you so much.
problem.
Guys, we've reached a point where they're worried that I'm gonna eat all the caviar and drink all the champagne on board. They don't even know if there's gonna be enough for anybody else. I'm not gonna lie, I have a raging headache right now, and
Oh my God, he's getting hungover near the end of the flight.
I don't feel my best, but I can't get
That's why I never understand I understand champagne's expensive, but all of these videos he drinks wine, and wine is like one of the worst alcohols that it makes you feel like shit. Like there's stuff in wine, I don't know what it's called, but it makes you hungover. Like worse than regular. What in wine makes you hungover? Yeah, tannins and histamines found in higher concentrations. Oh, in red wine specifically. Oh, it's more red wine. Sulfites, high sugar content. I don't know, dude. I just feel like I would just be drinking.
give up. I hope they can make accommodations and we can pull this off. It's weird because this challenge is so much shorter than my other profit challenges, but I think this might be the hardest one I've done yet. I just hope they can give me those items.
A specific amount for other passengers to order as well.
Okay. Yeah,
We can do 2.
you can do 2.
Yeah.
2 caviars?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Can I have however much champagne?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Can I do 4 glasses then?
Oh my God, he's so drunk. Oh my God, he's so drunk. Talking to this guy. Holy fuck. Okay. So
We might just be in luck. They said they can give me 2 caviars and as
oh my God, the light's back in his eyes. He's excited.
much champagne as I want. We have to absolutely grind if we want to pull this off. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. I was just served, and apparently they can only give me 2 glasses of champagne now. Apparently this is to keep alcohol control. I don't even know. Ultimately, I think they won't serve me anymore because
Jack, you gotta go take a little quick piss and you come back and now you're sober. You gotta just go a quick pee break, buddy. Come back stone cold. Of 4 glasses of champagne.
I've had too much. There's really nothing I can do about it. Oh, I'm dying.
Wow, he actually got cut off.
In front of me.
We get the pee joke. Oh, do you? See, so here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about the pee joke. So what I'm trying to say is Jack would go ask the flight attendant if he could go pee, right? And that's already innately funny because it's like, why are you asking? And then he would go into the bathroom, and instead of peeing, he would throw up.
Are 2 huge things of caviar and 2 glasses of champagne. I have never felt more sick in a challenge ever. I wish I was over-exaggerating this for the challenge, but I just want to go to sleep. I have like the worst headache ever. I guess I have no choice but to demolish this. God, bro. I can't believe how bad the caviar started to get and how salty and tough it was.
Yo, that is the funniest clip I've ever seen.
Can't believe how
Holy
bad
shit.
the caviar started to get and how salty and tough it was to get down. It only got worse. I'm so tired. I'm so full. I don't want to drink these champagnes at all. This is me trying to keep my eyes open, by the way. I honestly thought about falling asleep here, but I didn't somehow. In fact, I pulled myself up and downed these 2 glasses of champagne back to back.
There's a good chance I might have to go to the bathroom for this. Looking back, I don't really remember much of this. All I know is this was the most down bad I've ever been for a profiting challenge, and I usually
He needs to be. And it all loops back, chat. And it all loops back.
never do this, but I came to a conclusion, and this was my plan.
Guys, I'm trying to stay strong, but I think right now the best thing I can do is take a 25-minute nap, and I'll see you guys on the other side.
I think it's a bad play. I think it's a bad play. Because he's going to wake up and he's going to feel worse.
That's what I do. I go, boom. This is the reality. This is it.
And this 25 minutes of rest ended up being more like an hour. I slept through my alarm. The plane is landing now. In this moment, I did feel very defeated, but looking back, it's kind of insane that I was able to drink 22 glasses of champagne and profit over
Oh my God.
$3,000 in such a short time frame. All in all, I'd consider that a win.
I am now convinced there's no way to profit off a first class ticket. 150,000 likes, I'll continue the series. I gotta go get some sleep.
Continue the series and do fucking what? Train rides? I feel like, bro, he's done so much. That was a good ass video though. Bro had 12 drinks in the lounge before flying and looked stone cold sober. Actually, literally perfectly sober. He was like, all right, now let's lock in for the actual challenge. Lock in. The last honest streamer. It's a video about queso.
And the internet loves the spectacle. The bigger it is, the louder it is. The more expensive it looks, the better it performs. Look at the top of Twitch right now. It's flooded with million-dollar mansions, celebrity subathons, streamers buying their 10th dream car. Everything seems to be built around the question, how...
I don't know. I'm going to have the take that I think the streaming world is pivoting back to desktop. And I think Jinxie and Queso are paving that. I think that there was this like year-long span of like IRL, big event, blah, blah, blah. And you? Well, no, I'm like way behind them on the streaming sense. On YouTube, I'm bigger than Jinxie, not Queso. But no, like Queso and Jinxie are like the desktop guys, you know? Part of becoming an adult is going to the doctor and checking on your health. But making an appointment and even finding a doctor can be a pain, and that is where ZocDoc, the sponsor of today's video, comes into play. ZocDoc makes it easy to find local doctors that fit your needs and insurance. Just input location, type of doctor needed, and when you want an appointment, and ZocDoc will show you nearby doctors that you can schedule right away with the click of a button. I have alpha-gal, or the red meat disease, and before I knew I had it, I just started having symptoms of it. I was breaking out in hives constantly, and I had no idea what was wrong with me. I had never been to an allergist in my entire life, and I had no idea where any of them were or how to even get in contact with one. And when I went on ZocDoc and I searched up allergists, they showed me all the ones in my local area and helped me get an allergist that I needed. Being young does not equate to not needing appointments. Keeping your health in check matters, and ZocDoc is there to help you be proactive for your health. They have more than 150,000 providers with over 200 specialties in all 50 states. They also have real patient reviews and doctor profiles to help you find who you want. If you have a problem, get it checked out. And if you're young, get checkups. Even if you feel fine, it's great to stay proactive and have a baseline so you know when something's going wrong and when you need to change something alongside your medical practitioners, which you're able to find with ZocDoc. I know it seems small, but clicking the link in the description is the first step in prioritizing your health. Go to ZocDoc.com/Bartolozzi to get started and check that appointment off your to-do list. Thank you to ZocDoc again for partnering with us and for helping us take better care of our health.
How much money can we burn on camera? And then there's this guy. Queso is in
a 720p webcam in a dark room wearing a hoodie. Playing Fall Guys still. 50K viewers. Playing Fall Guys in 2026 and still pulling 50K views. Bro, that game is dead. That game is dead, and it's still so entertaining to watch him play it. That's like the weirdest. I think about that constantly. I'm like, Queso still plays Fall Guys. Like, That is, dude, he plays Fall Guys, and he has fucking 100x viewers versus Fall Guys player base. Like, I think he is single-handedly keeping that game, like, afloat. Like, monetarily. Like, I think if Queso didn't play Fall Guys, that game would just be dead. Like, no one would play that. And nobody plays it. Right? How many active players are on Fall Guys? This only might show Steam stats. Right now, there's 640 people on Steam on Fall Guys. That's excluding console players. But it does say, on average, Fall Guys averages 1,000 players. That's bad. What's like a normal game? Like not Subnautica 2 or something that just dropped. What's like a game that's not popping but isn't dead? Don't say Fortnite. Fortnite's fucking still huge, even though it is dying. What's like like Overwatch, or like Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is like a forever game. It's not like popping, but it's still huge. Yeah, they have 114,000 people on Marvel Rivals right now. 114K. Wow, they've actually been like doing pretty well. What's Overwatch at? I'm just curious. Overwatch is 64K on Steam, but they also have other launchers.
It's interesting, because on paper, he's doing almost everything wrong. His production quality is kind of garbage.
Queso, where'd he come from? 200,000 viewers playing Fall Guys yesterday.
Yeah, it wasn't even zoomed in or cropped.
His setup isn't designed to be some massive content machine. Half the time he's live, he's playing some random game most people have never even heard of.
Your costume's so...
It's the slot machine, bro. It's the meta. Playing indie horror games is infinite content. There are, dude, I actually could play 5 hours of horror games every day for the next 6 years. There are like 100 new horror games a month.
Sucks, kid.
And they're so fun though. It's just straight slop. It's like, dude, it's feel-good content. Why don't you? I do. I play horror games every week. Not as much as Queso, but I play horror games a lot.
Your entire job is getting people to watch you. You don't turn down a Mr. Beast video. But Queso...
No, you don't. I played The Family Trip the other day, which is a game where you go camping with like a divorced family and then everybody just dies. Like there's no plot. There's no plot. It's just funny though because the characters are so stupid. It's like, dude, oh my god, I was so high in that too.
So did.
Queso did not respond to my message.
And somehow...
Bro, Queso don't be collabing. Queso don't be... fucking traveling. Queso don't do really many sponsors. Queso actually could be... Queso's already still top 5 biggest Twitch streamers. Queso could be the biggest creator on YouTube gaming and Twitch-wise. Not even close if he just streamed with people. Like, collabs is like a cheat code for views. Like, if you fucking stream with another guy that's bigger, all you gotta do is just stream with people that's why you see all these top guys just stream with each other. Like, you see all the core guys stream with each other because it just fucking fills their view counts. Like, if Queso and Jinxie stream together every day, Queso would average 100K.
Despite doing the opposite of what the internet tells creators they're supposed to do, he's still one of the biggest streamers on the planet. How does that happen?
Oh my god, he has the perfect audience, too.
The honest answer is that none of this should have worked, because Queso's had the odds stacked against him since day one. Case Baker grew up in rural Arkansas. His hometown has a population just over 1,500.
Holy shit. Queso's from Arkansas? I knew he's from the South. I didn't know what state.
Hometown has a population just over 1,500. It's the kind of place where a new Walmart makes the front page, and where the church...
Oh my god, that's big news. That's big news in that city.
Churches outnumber the stoplights. Towns like that don't have a lot going on. So, as a quiet kid, Case did what quiet kids in quiet towns have always done. He disappeared into a screen. In this case, a PlayStation. Call of Duty on repeat.
Disappeared? Bro, I just feel like if you're a kid in Arkansas in, like, the early 2000s, because Case was, like, what, 26, 28? I feel like, bro, you just playing old Call of Duties and riding dirt bikes.
And when YouTube started blowing up in the
going fishing
early 2010s, he was right there watching Nate Shot. And
Queso was not 19. Are you guys on crack? Queso was born in the 90s, chat. Queso's way older than 19. That's an inside joke? Oh, does he say he's 19?
Optic Guys built something that didn't exist.
Does he say he's 19?
A decade earlier. He watched gaming turn from a thing you did after school into an actual career.
Well, how does this sound? Making a living and even a small fortune just playing video games.
The biggest names were clearing their parents' annual salaries in a single weekend. And after watching that, it became Case's dream job. The problem was, he knew the odds, especially in his situation. His Wi-Fi was barely good enough to even watch YouTube. Uploading to it or streaming on Twitch, forget it. So he buried it. He graduated high school, bounced between jobs, often working 2 at a time, just to keep the lights on. For 6 years. 6 years of clocking in somewhere he didn't want to be. 6 years of watching other guys his age blow up online doing the exact same thing he'd given up on.
But more boring. But more boring. Dude, I think like 2019, this is just like, it's obviously subjective take, but I think the streamers that exist now are objectively more entertaining than the streamers from like 2018 to 2022. Bro, most of Twitch in like the Fortnite days was just people that were good at video games and had no personality. Like, there were guys that weren't that, but like pre-COVID, most of Twitch was just pro gamers. Like, that's it.
By the end of it, Case was broke. Burnout.
Like Ninja and Myth, Daquan, they were like the first personalities. Tfue, like they were the first guys that had more to say than he's cracked. Ludwig, bro, Ludwig blew up in like COVID. Ludwig was big in like 2020. Like, I'm saying pre that. I'm saying like 2017 streamers. Like Pokimane and like the 5 other people. Those are like the only people that are like memorable. Oh, Tyler won. Oh, never mind. My point is completely removed. Tyler 1 was the pinnacle of streaming. Oh my God, that guy was so entertaining. He still is so entertaining. Dude, oh my God. Tyler 1 days when he was banned from League, Delore. Never mind, I'm wrong. There are gems. There are gems, but they're far and few. That's Queso?
He was 1 bad week away from walking into a recruiter's office.
That's AI.
And signing up for the military. Then his mom stepped in, and she asked him the question that changed everything. Why not take a real shot at
Wow, Queso was going to join the military.
the whole streaming thing? What's the worst that happens? Now, streaming is one of the most
That is him. It's just an older photo.
competitive jobs on the planet. And if
Dude, I'm going to have the take that I think Queso could just no warm-up bench 315. Like, he just has that fucking barrel build that's just like, he could just he could just sit down on a bench, hit 315, get up and walk away.
you're like Case, trying to pursue it full time, you need to understand.
It's not hard when you weigh 400 pounds. Queso does not weigh 400 pounds.
There's levels to this.
How tall is Queso? Bro, he probably was like 280. 300. If he's like 6'2", if he's like 6'2", he probably was like 300 pounds. Bro, weighing 400 pounds? I don't think you've ever seen somebody in real life that weighs 400 pounds if you think Queso weighs 400 pounds.
Level 1, you can quit your job. Level 2, you're living large. And at level 3, you're the top 1% of the top 1%. Now, there's no direct
Sorry, what levels did he just say?
levels to this. Level 1, you can quit your job. Level 2, you're living large. And at level 3, you're the top 1% of the top 1%. Now, there's no direct translation from Twitch viewers to money. So for the sake of the example, we're going to say you reach level 1 at around 100 viewers. Once you're there, you can take the leap to streaming full time, which getting there sounds totally reasonable.
That's a very fair assumption. I would agree with that. I think it really is an average. Because Twitch viewers is so fluctuative on income off subs, how many cyclical chatters you have, how many hours you're streaming, and how many ads you're running, that like to be able to stream full time, I would say you have to average between 60 and 150. It varies depending on audience. Like, you could be a 60 viewer streamer and be full time, but like the average full time streamer that wants to make like 35K annually, you probably need like 120 viewers, and you probably need to stream like 50 hours a week.
It's not.
Which is more than a 9 to 5, but you're also sitting at a desktop.
How convincing 100 people to watch you live is brutal. In the past year, 18.4 million people opened up Twitch and broadcasted live on the platform. I want you to guess how many of them actually made it to
Wait. What did he just say?
How convincing 100 people to watch you live is brutal. In the past year, 18.4 million people opened up Twitch and broadcasted live on the platform.
18.4 million people streamed in the last year?
18.4 million people opened up Twitch.
Wow. 18.4 million people streamed. Not even watched a stream.
And broadcasted live on the platform. I want you to guess how many of them actually made it to level 1. viewers.
Actually made it to level 1, 100K. 18.4, or did he say 8.4? He said 18.4 million people streamed last year. How many of them have 100 viewers? 100,000. I think there's probably 100,000 streamers that average over 50 viewers. Over 100, maybe 50K? 50K streamers? More? You think there's more than 100,000 streamers on Twitch with over 100 viewers? I don't know, man. There's so many spaces on Twitch. You got if you just scroll the gaming category, it's just like endless.
Here's it. Throw a number out there. The answer is 165,000.
That's not that far off. That's not that far off. I actually lowballed it.
500.
Yeah, 165,000 full-time streamers.
36. That's less than 1%. For every person who gets to level 1, there's 100 that don't. Every big streamer you see today spent days, weeks, if not months streaming to an audience of 0. I mean, take Jinxie for example. He streamed to just 5 viewers for a year and a half before he ever made it.
5 viewers? He's grinding!
And I'm throwing all of these numbers at you for a reason, because without them, you wouldn't understand how truly insane what happens next is. Okay, so hate to interrupt myself here, but let's say you're like Queso and don't love your day job. Maybe you're not all that interested in streaming.com to start your business today. Queso hit level 1 in the first hour.
God, man, it's like a fucking mind virus. You just know when an ad's coming.
In the first hour of his first ever stream. And he didn't just get lucky.
Hey, yo. Wait, what? Queso averaged 100 viewers in his first stream?
Today.
Because in like 24 hours, y'all took me from nothing to crazy.
You see, Queso hit level 1 in the first hour of his first ever stream, and he didn't just get lucky.
Hey, y'all came through deep from the top, man.
In the days before he went live for the first time.
Oh, was he streaming on TikTok and like posting clips? Because I'm pretty sure he just, like, his first like half year streaming was just 2K, right? He was like big in the 2K space.
Queso was already laying the ground.
Isn't that weird how like most streamers, there's so many streamers like Aiden Ross and Queso. Who else streamed 2K and got big? Didn't Speed used to be a 2K creator? So many guys stream 2K and then abandon that shit. Like, cause fuck 2K. Los, yeah, Neon. There's so many guys. Kai was a YouTuber though. There's so many guys that streamed 2K, got big, and then just dipped because 2K sucks.
Groundwork. He spent days filming and editing clips of him playing NBA 2K23. And on September 10th, 2022, he uploaded 22 videos to TikTok. The next morning, he woke up to over 10,000 followers and a comment section flooded with one question. So that night, he went live for the first time and the floodgates opened.
When I look down and I see 126 viewers, bro, I cannot believe it.
From that day on, he followed the same routine. Clock into the 9 to 5, hit the second job, cut a few lawns, then come home and stream until he couldn't keep it.
Oh my god, is that why his stream time was 6 p.m. Central? But now he streams at like 10, bro.
His eyes open.
He'd be running a night shift.
I don't want to go sleep, man. I don't want to go to work, man. I want another build, dog. All I want to do is make builds and play 2K forever. Why do I gotta go work?
After each stream, he'd find the best moments, clip them, and fire them back onto TikTok. The loop fed itself. Inside a week, he'd blown past 100,000 TikTok followers. Every stream was pulling 500 plus concurrent viewers.
Dude said, call the boss, quit, this your life now, cuz? Dude, imagine.
And the number that actually mattered, he was making more money streaming at night than he was at his day job.
And no, y'all literally just donated more than I make in a week in one night. Bruh.
But Queso kept his head on straight. What shows up overnight can also disappear overnight. So before he quit his day job, he needed proof that this wasn't a fluke.
That's so smart of him, man, because it is like, there's so many people that get big on Twitch, and for like a month, they're making 1,000 a day. And they're going, holy, I am set. And then they fall off. And now they don't have a job. So it's like, oh, fuck. You know, like that happens all the time, amount of people, not last one streaming more on TikTok, but like that was like earlier. You remember the amount of content houses and shit, motherfuckers just full committing to like moving across the fucking world, starting content up, then they fall off. And it's just like, oh shit, I can't run this trend into the ground anymore. Like
he made a deal with his chat, hit 5,000 Twitch subs, and he'd quit his job.
That's pretty fair. Because that was probably pre $3 split. So if he hit 5K subs, he's making 10K. He's making what, 10,250 a month? Or no, 12,500 a month off subs. So he's making like over 100K a year. And then he decides he could quit.
This the day we're going to remember.
Because that's secure enough to where if you fell off, you'd have enough leeway money. Wow, he had the zombie sub emote. Chat. Yo, this is like recognizable to anyone that fucking streams. If you ever started streaming, this is like what shit. This is the default sub. Why it's a zombie, I don't know. This is like OG stream setup. Like this is like your 5th stream ever. Like you have the zombie. Dude, mine's the fucking Joe Bart. Mine's still the old one. I don't even know if my alert box works anymore. How do I test that? Cool, it's and Finn for the sub. IX, Nell, Alex. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. I used to have that. I want to say, appreciate how much you are. Keep up the work. Oh, no. You can't have TTS. You can't have TTS. TTS can be really bad. No, I'm not keeping that shit. It's so distracting. It's so distracting. I don't have my alert box anymore.
Remember forever, you feel me? This is a day we gonna remember forever.
I could do a TTS day, but people just spam I. That or they say like some crazy shit. I don't think there would ever be a problem with TTS. There 100% would be. Max up for the sub.
You know I love y'all, man. Thank you, bro. It's all y'all, you feel me? Thank you, man. Full-time queso in the building, and I'm laying in their mouth, too.
Within just a few weeks, it was a done deal. Case's fan base was new, but dedicated, and they wanted to see him pursue this thing full-time.
Like I said, I've been dreaming of wanting to, be a streamer, a content creator since I was 13 years old. I finally took the leap, bro. I finally took the leap, and y'all came.
I never dreamed. I never pursued being a content creator, but I always used to commentate my own Clash of Clans gameplay on the toilet.
Came through for you, boy.
I remember wanting to be like a gamer, but like mobile games. I remember I was like, damn, dude, how sick would this be to be like, yo, y'all remember the OG Clash of Clans creators? They would gem their town hall to like town hall 10, and I'd be like, dude, if I had the money to make that a YouTube video.
For real, y'all came through crazy.
All right, guys, so we're gonna be doing a Hog Rider build today.
Now, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows from here. His internet was still garbage, like genuinely bad. Streams would lag or even just end because the connection bottomed out.
Do you see what I deal with?
And when you're trying to build an audio...
Holy shit!
And when you're trying...
Was that download or upload? He has 1 megabit per second download.
Connection bottomed out.
Do you see what I deal with?
And when you're trying to build an audience, that's the kiss of death. If your stream ends, they move on to the next.
What does that mean? To download Call of Duty would take like 6 days.
Eventually, numbers started slipping.
I don't even know how he was live. Like, I don't know how he was broadcast. Well, streaming's upload speed. But him having a 1 download, I don't know how he was streaming.
For a couple months, it looked like maybe the whole thing was a fluke. Maybe the bubble had already popped.
You know, I seen the numbers when I very first started. You know, the hype was there because I first blew up. Had like 800 viewers every night. Then y'all seen it dip to like, 100, 150. I was like, I gotta do something different or it's gonna go under.
Then he picked up a different game. Hogwarts.
Oh my god, Hogwarts Legacy is when he blew up, and that's like not that hype of a game. I remember seeing his Hogwarts clips on TikTok.
Legacy. It was kind of a weird choice. It had a totally different audience from the 2K crowd he'd built, but he streamed it anyway. Clipped a moment and posted it to TikTok.
Wasn't that like a bad game, most people would say? I feel like that game didn't do that great.
Look, I see the sun peeking.
That's even more shocking.
Peeking through the window a little bit. Sleep schedule gone now. Gotta make Hufflepuff proud, though. Hey, it is.
I want to look at his Twitch tracker. Here's mine for fucking perspective. This is like every month you could see where the views up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You usually have dip months, peak months. Like, let's look at Jinxie, too. Jinxie was bottomed out for like 3 years. And then right around here, he just starts peaking. Jinxie's in like 2nd arc right now. What is that face? What is that? What is that face he's making right now? Let's look at Queso. Wow, Queso's like the most consistent creator ever. Like, yeah, 600 views first month. Dipped down to 189 average in January of 23. And then he hit in January of 24, he hit 56K, and he has literally averaged that every month for 2 years. Wow. 60 seconds? Bro, he has like 1,000 hours in that game. Well, now it's probably a yearly salary a day, but I'm saying when he had 2,500 viewers, he was probably making like 300K a year.
Heavy, I mean it. At any given moment, there are about 3 million users on Twitch watching content. When you break down the viewer distribution by channel rank, the picture gets pretty clear. Out of the millions of channels on the platform, the top 250 pull over half the viewership. That's the difference between level 2 and level 3. While it seems like the easiest jump on the ladder here, it's actually the most difficult. There's a specific blueprint nearly every streamer has followed to make this jump. Here, I'll break it down for you. What you're looking at right now is 5 of the biggest streamers on the planet. Each at the moment they were averaging exactly 2,500 viewers. Pay attention to the setups. None of them are exciting. The rooms are pretty basic, the camera quality kinda sucks. There's no production value. They look like what they are, just guys streaming from their bedrooms. Now fast forward to when those same
Speed lighting off fireworks in his bedroom.
streamers are pulling 10,000 viewers a night. Everything's changed. The lighting's dialed in. The cameras are crisp. The room
Lighting is still not dialed in on Speed's camera. Speed at 100k viewers on a webcam.
The cameras are crisp. The rooms look intentional. This is the blueprint kicking in, and it all starts with one realization. At this level, streaming isn't just a job anymore. It's a business. And like a business, the goal is to make as much money as possible. The internet, for whatever reason, craves a spectacle. And the spectacle game is pretty easy to play. You've kind of just got to spend money to make money. The setup is just the start. Next comes the move to LA. Buy the mansion, drop the I just bought my...
That's where I disagree. Next is the move to LA. The gun goes off. Nope.
Dream car video. Hire a dozen editors to pump out clips around the clock. By the time you're clearing...
Now in the streamer days, it's you move to Austin, Texas. That's where every fucking streamer on the face of the earth lives. Outside of like the core boys and like some OG streamers. Now it's I moved to Austin, Texas or Atlanta.
50,000 viewers, it turns into an optimization race. Every stream, every upload, every second of content is engineered to milk the cat.
Or they live in LA, but they own a place in Nevada and say they live there six months and a day out of the year, so they get state taxed in Nevada.
Cash cow. The longer you stay on the top, the more efficient it becomes. And weirdly, the more the internet praises you for it. But the spectacle only works if people are still looking. Relevancy is the whole game. The second your numbers dip, the money goes with it. So you're forced to stay visible. You hit the podcast circuit, impulsive on Monday.
6 months and a day, because it has to be your property. Like if you want to claim that you live somewhere and get state tax in that, because streaming, normally you're getting taxed in the state that you make your income, but streaming you get taxed in whatever area you're in while you stream. So like streamers will try to say that they live in Nevada like 6 months out of the year. Not all of them. A lot of them just eat the taxes, but...
Day and blank on Thursday. You show up to every mainstream streamer event. You become a permanent fixture in the conversation because the conversation is the product. And the fastest way to stay in the conversation is to stand next to someone bigger than you. Take those same 5 streamers and pull up their biggest streams of all time. Ninja, Fortnite with Drake, Hayden Ross, the Donald Trump interview, Kai Cenat, the LeBron stream that pulled over 1 million concurrent viewers.
Yeah, but there's like certain streamers that only like there's certain streamers that collab in any way that they can, and then there's streamers that collab when they want to. Okay, there's three things. Streamers that collab with everybody they can, that is big. Streamers that collab anytime they want, and streamers that just don't collab. Queso never collabs. I feel like I collab infrequently, but like I'll do Jinxie's tournaments or gaming days. I might go to an event. Like I did the thing with Jack Pembroke. Like I might do streamer games or something like shit like that. But usually like I don't go to streamer awards or I don't do that stuff. But like then there's streamers that just do every single fucking thing. Any collab they could do.
That's the blueprint. I'm not necessarily saying it's...
He sometimes collabs with Sketch and Jinxie. Yeah, but it's like once a month. Maybe less.
Bulletproof for
Queso is 99% a solo streamer.
Guaranteed, but it's the safe route. Every streamer who's made it to the top 250 has run some version of that exact playbook based on constant evolution. But Queso ignored this approach altogether. His strategy is quite literally the opposite in just about every possible sense. The last time we talked about Queso, he was fresh off of Hogwarts, averaging 2,500 viewers. So let's run that same comparison from earlier and fast forward to when he's at 10,000. Not much has changed. I mean, sure, he did buy a new house, but he moved from a trap house to a trailer just across town. Either way, at the end of the day, his computer monitor is still being held up with a vacuum cleaner.
If I don't have the vacuum cleaner holding up the back of the monitor, it'll fall over. And then back here are my PCs. You can tell they're being held up by books as well.
And the camera quality seems to somehow...
How, bruh? Like, bro, come on, just get a setup. Like... He has a sponsor with Starforge. He has a sponsor with Starforge PCs. He could get sent like $20,000 PCs for free, and he's holding them up with fucking dictionaries. Like, why are we doing that? Like, I just don't.
Now have gotten worse.
Chat, my stream quality is actually so crispy. It looks like it's in 4K.
Since Hogwarts,
4K, I literally could see. I could see the pixels on your face.
It's in 4K.
Since Hogwarts, he's continued to stream 4 to 6 nights a week. Same time, same chat, rotating through whatever random games he feels like. Supermarket Simulator, Granny, Dress to Impress.
What is this? Why is it on my front page? Playing it.
Games a normal person wouldn't think to stream. But then you watch for 5 minutes and you start to get it.
This is the funniest dude on the internet right now.
Just plays the most random games.
Queso, where did he come from? 200,000 viewers playing Fall Guys yesterday.
Because the game isn't the point. The chat isn't there for the games. They're there to watch him fall out of his chair for the 10th time this month and narrate it like he's describing a car accident.
Yo, that almost killed me. Oh!
Yeah, he's like a different level of mainstream. He's somebody that you watch when it's like, I just want to watch a streamer versus I want to be involved with like the meta. Like people that want to be involved with the meta watch like the guys that collab with each other all the time.
Yo, chat, the chair is dead, dude.
To watch him get jump scared in a car accident.
Yo, that almost killed me. Oh! Yo, chat, the chair is dead, dude.
To watch him get jump scared by a horror game and scream at a volume that blows out the mic. And that's why it worked. By January of 2024, Queso was averaging over 50,000 concurrent viewers every single night, making him the #3 ranked streamer on all of Twitch.
Like, my mind is weird. Like, in my mind, I still don't have the thought of, like, I still made it. Yeah, because in my mind, I feel like if I have that thought and tell myself that I made it, you don't want to get, like, lazy. It's going to go downhill. Yeah. You know what I mean?
By every metric the industry actually uses, Queso is underperforming. He's leaving growth on the table at every possible turn. He doesn't invest in new setups, he doesn't upgrade his gear, and has no real plan to optimize himself. Every analyst will tell you he could—
Oh, and I could tell his webcam is stretch resed. Like, his webcam is, like, fucked up. Like, it doesn't fill a 1920 1080. It's like, he's, like, pulling it. Like, it's like, and then he's moving it out of the way. Like, it's just so
be twice the size he is if he just ran the playbook like everyone else. And honestly, they're probably right. But here's the thing. Queso never looked at any of that and felt like he was losing something. Buying a house in the hills, pulling up in a supercar, collecting all the things that say you've made it. None of that ever seemed to be important to him. And there's nothing wrong with wanting those things.
I mean, doesn't he have like a sick-ass warehouse or something? He showed that one time. He has like a sick-ass warehouse that's like really expensive with like a pool table. It's like a gaming area.
Creators go in with exactly that goal in mind.
But every day, that'd be a dream come true. Yeah, I was broke, but it was alright because the job was cool.
Dude, I'm not worried about Twitch ad revenue. I would rather people have a good viewing experience than make an extra, you know.
Bro, I'm telling you, he makes most of his money on YouTube like I do. Like, I think outside of it, he has like 100,000 Twitch subs. Outside of that, bro, the majority of his money is probably from YouTube like me. I don't run mid-rolls. I don't think I get it if you're just a streamer, but if you do YouTube, bro, like I deadass could make so much more money if I ran Twitch ads. And I'm not sitting here on some high horse like, oh, I'm so great. I don't run Twitch ads. I just think Twitch ads are annoying as fuck. And it's like, if I hit on a Twitch stream and I get hit with a 5-minute mid-roll, I am tabbing out of your stream faster than a fucking lightning striking a fucking metal pole. Like, I am not watching that shit. I run pre-rolls. You click on my stream, you have to watch 30-second minute ad, then you watch my shit ad-free for 5 hours even if you're not subbed. Motherfucker sub, because I put that shit in sub-only all the time. But, like, that I'm not trying to paywall chat. It's just I have to sometimes. You guys get too riled up.
Whatever a month.
So that's the money half of the blueprint. The mansion, the supercar, the optimization strategy.
It's so different on YouTube. I've said this 5,000 times. YouTube ads, not intrusive. You get hit with an ad, it stops, you pick up where you left off. Twitch ad, you miss the stream. You just miss the stream. You miss 5 minutes of the stream.
But the blueprint isn't only about money. The other half of the blueprint is relevancy. The streaming world has a short memory. And the way you fight that is by staying in the conversation. Podcasts, events, collabs, it all comes down to the same idea. Stand next to someone bigger than you, and you get to share some of their spotlight. Well, if you thought he was underperforming on the money side of the blueprint, just listen to this. In 3 years as one of the biggest streamers on the planet, he's done exactly one traditional collab. Jinxie.
What's the furthest you've ever traveled?
Florida, and that was one time to go to Jinxie's house.
And that collab is
the furthest he's ever traveled in his life? Or, wait. The furthest he's ever traveled in his life? Or is he saying for a collab? He's scared of planes? The furthest he's ever traveled from Arkansas in his life is Florida. That's like 3 states away. That is actually crazy.
Is almost word for word the only existing footage of Queso.
Bro, he doesn't fly? Bro, still, I feel like he should get like a camper. Bro, he should buy a camper and get somebody to drive his ass to like fucking Alaska or some shit.
Outside of his own house.
My friend brought this up.
Because you could drive really far from the U.S.
Yesterday to me when we were...
He got a Sprinter? Okay.
We were chilling. He said it's crazy that Jinxie has the only recorded footage of me outside of my own stream setup. Like, he is the only one that's got me out of my room.
Matter of fact, it was the first time he'd ever left the state he was born in.
So this is the first time...
What? The first time he ever left Arkansas, he was in his 20s? He never stepped out of state bounds. I never knew that. I knew he was afraid of flying. I know he doesn't travel often. But I would have thought he was like, oh yeah, I've been to like Key West once or some shit. No. Wow. He's never left his state.
You ever been out of like Florida? Or out of Arkansas, my bad. Wow.
It's just, I don't know, I'll be getting homesick. I get away from home for too long. I'm just, man, I don't know.
Over the last 3 years, Queso has won 5 different awards.
And the Streamer Award goes to...
Queso!
He never there, bruh. It's always his face.
He hasn't shown up to a single one in person.
I haven't. I've been nominated twice and I didn't go to either of them. Bro, that's just in LA, man. I'm like, am I really gonna, I gotta fly out 6 hours to show up for 3 and then leave and fly back?
Mr. Beast tweeted you? Oh yeah, I talk.
I'd rather just stream. Like, is that fucked to say? Like, I appreciate being nominated, but I'm like, I'm just not gonna go to LA. Like, I'd rather just stream. Like,
yeah, I can't even go on.
It's different if it's like a big event, like Streamer Games I almost did last year, and this year I would love to do if he does it again, where it's like the Olympics and it's like 3 days of athletic events. It's like that I could reason in my head to be like, okay, yeah, I'll spend 3 days flying versus, okay, I'm gonna fly out for a red carpet event, sit in a room full of streamers, get drunk, and then fly home.
Mr. Beast video due to fear of airplanes. Ain't that bad, chat?
According to the
it'd be worth a video, but I'm not getting a video out of it. It's all copyright. It's all what do you mean I'm getting a video out of it? I can't re-upload that.
Blueprint, all of those things just come with the territory of being in the...
Streamer Games could be worth a video. Streamer Games, I could show up, fucking, you know, eat shit on a track field, have like a funny highlight moments, and react to myself running. But like...
Top 1%.
Streamer Awards, it's not really...
But Queso is avoiding all of it. And when you stack it all up, not going to award shows, turning down the collabs, even the fact that he's only left the state of Arkansas once...
Great GamerStop's flavor. That was Goof Juice. I know it when I see it.
Even the fact that he's only left...
Code Bart!
The state of Arkansas once, you start to wonder if there's more to it than just not caring.
Chat, I didn't tell y'all this, bro. When I was changing setups to go from the trap house into the trailer, I was literally a mental wreck for like a week straight. Because I don't know if anybody else has this, but dude, I have like some form of horrific OCD that I've had for years, that if something even minor changes, I'm gonna die.
You see, OCD is one of the most misunderstood conditions out there. People hear the word and picture
like he's gonna die, like physically, like cease to exist.
Someone who just likes things clean and organized. And while that can be a part of it, that's not exactly what it is. At its core, OCD is anxiety. For Queso, moving into a new house meant moving into an environment that was full of variables his brain hadn't had the chance to map out yet.
Like when I take my hat off and put it on the counter, same spot every night. If it goes in a different spot, I'm dead.
Everything becomes unpredictable. And for someone...
Wow, that really explains why he hasn't left the state, though.
With OCD, an unpredictable environment is one thing that can't be controlled. Each unknown stacks on top of the last until his brain is sent into overdrive.
Chat, here's some lore for you. Every time I would would leave to work in the morning, I would go outside my house and I would have to check that my doorknob was locked 37 times.
37 times? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like just like feeling it lock.
I would have to start my drive to work, take a block back around to my house and check it another 11 times. And then I could...
Wow. That's like extreme OCD. I did not know he had that.
Which explains why his setup has barely changed over the years. It's one of the places where his brain already knows the answers to
maybe a little exaggeration. Maybe, but I feel like most of his stories are like full for real.
all the questions. It's his rules at his pace, all in an environment that makes him most comfortable. But that need for predictability doesn't stay contained to his house. It follows him everywhere.
I went out in public 3 times in a row. I got recognized all 3 times. I never went outside again, bro. Like some people, bro, came up like, hey, yo, can I get a picture? Everybody started looking. I'm like, oh, man.
Bro, I don't dislike when I get recognized. I dislike when somebody recognizes me and then they just stare at me for extended periods of time or like tail me at a grocery store. That shit's creepy, bro. Just walk up to me. The amount of times I have motherfuckers huddle in a group staring at their phones and going, I just walk up to them. I go, hey, you know me? Like, let's get this weird shit over with. Like, I'm just going to break because either I'm going to sit there for another 30 minutes before one of them walks up to me, or I'm just going to walk up to you and go, you know who I am. And I'm not rude when I say it. I'm like, hey, I go, you know who I am? They go, yeah. I go, I'm just trying to break this. Because they make eye contact with me. They know I'm staring at them.
And dude,
the only time I really get tweaked out is when I'm like super high. Super high. They walk up to me, Joe Bart. I go, oh no.
I was about to
oh no.
pass out.
And then I'm gonna have a really awkward conversation. And one of these, oh, it was nice meeting you. And I think about that for about 5 minutes.
Man.
Outside of that room, he controls nothing. Who's around him, how they got there, whether someone grabs his shoulder before he sees it coming. None of it is up to him.
I don't go out in public. I don't. Never.
When he's at home, it's easier to manage because, well, he's in his own house. But in public, there's no way to make the unknown stop. It's not only uncomfortable, but also insanely overwhelming.
You would have a better chance of actually winning the Powerball lottery than ever seeing me in public. That's how rare it is. No.
Bro, but that's so sad. It's like, bro, he has money to spend, you know? I feel like it's sick if he's able to, like, go and see shit, do shit. Fuck.
No joke.
The blueprint says the path forward revolves around a constant...
Fix your hair. That's worse. See, you fucked it up even more, jackass. Now it's gonna sit like that.
State of evolution. The more you change, the newer things are, the more excited people are to watch.
What do you want my hair to be, like a perfect bullet? Like it's a Lego haircut? Just like right onto my head.
But for Queso, that path has never really been accessible the same way it is for everyone else. And yet, here he is.
Literally almost 1,000 away from 10 million.
Oh, the cooking
Say
stream.
it ain't so. This is a moment in history? No, this is a moment in history.
Behind everything, the awards, the numbers, the journey from a rice mill to the #3 spot on Twitch, almost nothing has actually changed.
You definitely
0.01.
gonna do this full time? Hey, I hope.
I don't understand how he was live.
Bro, CJ, that'd be a dream come true for you, boy, man. Maybe my parents don't have to work no more either. That'd be a dream come true too, bro.
He's been grounded in the fact that streaming was never about being the very best. It was always about building a life worth living, for himself and for the people he loves.
Wait, Mom, we're about to hit 10 million. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Oh my goodness.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. We're about to hit 10 million!
I gotta turn this off. Come on.
No way we're actually about to hit it. We hit 10 million, baby! Let's go! 10 million on YouTube!
His mom was there before any of this
That
made
is so sweet.
sense.
She brought me some balloons in here! Yo! She brought me some balloons! Balloons!
You can't see it.
Get a pose in there with it.
Before all of the awards and money, before tens of thousands of people were waiting for him to go live, she was the
Oh my god, that's so sweet.
only one who pushed him to try streaming.
Oh my god, that's like a happy cry moment, bro. That's so nice.
First place.
That's a dadgum
And his mom being so proud of him.
diamond play button! You've had this? What? It
wouldn't be possible without y'all, Chad. And you know who else it wouldn't be possible without? My mom. Come stand in front of the camera. Look at that.
And his dad, the man who spent his whole life doing the kind of work nobody claps for.
My dad, for example, like, dude, his whole life just working. He's had multiple back surgeries, multiple wrist surgeries, multiple foot surgeries, all from just working his whole life.
The man he watched and worked alongside with do it with no complaints.
Bro, that's the biggest thing about manual labor, man. Like, especially like union work, like the money could be pretty good, but your body's gonna be fucked by the time you're like 50, dude. Anybody that's worked in like the electricians union, carpentry, construction, it's like you could do that and then you just have so many like you have the body of like a 70-year-old when you're 50.
I worked with my dad. We were both maintenance men. Maintenance ain't easy work. You know, you're crawling
HVAC shit,
under sinks, you're changing faucets, you're crawling up in attics, you know, all that, just nasty.
The same man that taught him how to work was eventually the one who told him to quit his regular job and do what he loved.
I remember the night we hit 5,000. I was like, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna call my boss. I remember I got him to call because I was scared. Like, hey, boss, you know, I'm playing video games for a living. But it'd sound better coming from my dad because, you know, my dad was essentially like his right-hand man.
Yep.
But, yeah.
So when streaming became a reality...
Bro said electricians. Yeah, if you're like if you're the dude standing on the side of the road flipping a sign, but like electricians that are like climbing in walls, wiring shit. That's pretty rough.
He made sure that the two...
All right, maybe it was a bad example comparable to like carpenters or like fucking construction. You know what I mean?
Two people who spent their lives building
Why are we dissing electricians? Is there like a union? Is there like a trade beef with electricians or some shit? Oh, no, they got it easy.
Never had to work again.
What has been like the most fulfilling thing that you've run into in your career?
Just that everybody gets to chill.
Yeah.
And they have to get away from the jobs they hated and everything like that, and we can all just chill and do this. That's the best thing. Look at her say they're retired because they do it because you know they don't want to just chill and do nothing. They do a lot of stuff for me. Like my dad, if I need something to go get or something, he goes and gets it. My mom handles all.
Well, it's still a purpose. It's like they've been effectively retired from their job, but now they kind of like are mini assistants to Queso. You know what I mean?
All the background, like all of it.
If you ask Case, that's the whole story right there. In a world where overnight success has a way of quietly hollowing people out, Queso never let any of it change him.
The only thing I want to be is a place for people to go for 4 hours a night, forget about life, you know, crack some jokes, you know, have a good time, and just chill out.
And that's why this story isn't over. Queso has already crossed the line that mattered the most. He turned his dream into real life. He helped his family stop working. He became the place he always wanted to be for others. So whatever happens next is just the icing on the cake.
That was an amazing video. That was a good ass watch, bro. Oh my cinema. Oh, fucking golf cart W fucking YouTuber dude too. They put that together amazingly. Queso's greatest trait is this humility. It's like a regular person you want to be friends with. Yeah, he seems like a lot of streamers. It's like, oh, you kind of seem like just like a figure versus like Queso's just like a guy you'd see in a store. What I eat in a day, TikToks are insane.
TikTok what I eat in a day have genuinely gotten out of control.
What you guys are today for a little snack for dinner? I wanted to have something sweet, so I got 2 boxes of the crumble cookies, you guys.
That is a fucking heart attack. Brooke literally just got me 4 of those cookies, and they taste good as hell, dude. I eat one of those, and I feel fucking disgusting after. Like, I'm happy to eat them, and I enjoy eating them, but, dude, one of those cookies is, what, like 600 calories more? And that's what? That's a box of 2 boxes of 8? 16 crumble cookies. I think if I ate 16 crumble cookies in one sitting, I would die. They're 1,000 calories. How much is a crumble cookie? Over 800. The semi-sweet chocolate one's like 700. Just so much saturated fat. It's just a heart attack. I don't actually think, I don't think anybody actually eats like this, though. Can I say that? I understand there's people that are overweight and there's people that are obese, but I genuinely don't believe that there's anybody that orders 8 crumble cookies and eats them casually. I feel like a lot of it's for content. Because there's like, it's, I don't want to say it's like a fetish or anything, but like the amount of people that love watching like mukbangs and watch people get morbidly obese. Like there are people that enjoy watching YouTubers like delve down this rabbit hole of like pure unhealthy dog shit. And no, seriously, like there are millions of views. Like there's 20 different YouTubers that make mukbangs, and not like regular mukbangs, like mukbangs where they just eat shit and just hordes of shit. It's not anything they would regularly eat, but it's like the content they make and it's how they make money, so they do it. But then they just start fucking gaining weight rapidly. Nikocado Avocado? Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, not anymore. He's like healthier now, but
nothing could have prepared me for these meals these morbidly obese people are eating. And honestly, I was just left disgusted by the absolute gluttony on show. And I want to start by looking at the diet of the up-and-coming creator known as James Bowler, who loves to show off his little snacks, as he calls them.
Mood, you guys, today for breakfast for a little snack, we're gonna
whole box of Twinkies. Does he actually just eat all of them on camera, though? There's no way.
have a whole box of Twinkies and some milk. Let's get started. These are literally like my favorite snack. I can swallow them whole. Second one.
Bro, why do people want to watch this, though? Is there... No, seriously. Because it's not ASMR, you know? That's why I was saying it has to be, like, some weird... Like, the moaning. I'm telling you, bro, it has to be, like, some fetish content. Like, there's no way... Because I get the appeal of ASMR, where, like, somebody eats something that makes, like, a weird crunchy noise. Bro, what's, like, the... What's that? You know that ASMR where they be drinking, like, slurp juices? Like this. That's satisfying. That's satisfying to watch. I get that. But that's not, like, necessarily unhealthy. It's just, like, this guy drinks stuff that's, like, satisfying in these weird tubes and stuff, and it's, like, cool to watch. But there's, like, that, and then there's just, like, actually just watching somebody eat a box of fucking Twinkies. Like, it's not...
And I mean, before we get into what he eats, it's pretty impressive that James doesn't actually fit into the frame of his camera. Like, he's literally so wide, we can't see how wide he is. But back to what he eats, in what world is this a light snack? 2 boxes of Twinkies with a glass of milk has around 3,800 calories, and James is just literally...
And just straight fat and sugar, man.
...inhaling them. And honestly, just making the most disgusting...
Dude, he's panning into it, though. There's no way he just makes that noise when he's eating it. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's moaning. This is just fat shaming. He's being rude, yeah. The point that he's trying to make of this being bad is not fat shaming. When he was like, he's so wide he doesn't fit in a frame, that's fat shaming. But, no, that is fat. Making fun of somebody because they're fat is fat shaming. Pointing out the fact that they're eating unhealthy and they're going to fucking die because they're eating unhealthy is not fat shaming. I've always said that. Right? There's a difference between being like, hey, this is terribly unhealthy, and then, hey, making fun of somebody because they're fat.
Noise as well doing so.
And yes, I got 2 because every time I finish these, entonces me quitan antojos, so I got 2 boxes. Remember, Balance is key. We're gonna be having a meal like this. Balance is key. Like, so we have some water. I wasn't gonna do Diet Coke, but I was like, I was feeling a little spontaneous today, so...
It's rage bait content. I really do believe it's rage bait content. I don't think he actually thinks this. There's no way he thinks a bottle of water is balancing out the crumble cookies that he's eating. You know? Like, it's to annoy people to bait engagement, which gains views and money. Like, that's what it is.
Have some water.
Make sure you have some water.
And this is
right, that one looks pretty fucking good. No, that one looks pretty fucking good. Yeah, the moanings is really upsetting, right?
And this is a genuine question. Like, is this just some sort of fetish content? I just don't...
That's what I'm saying! What's with the moaning? What's with the moaning? Why we're eating a box of crumble cookies? It's like there's not a second of like silence.
I don't understand who this content is aimed at, and honestly, it's just sad to watch. I actually originally thought it was all rage bait, and there was no way that
Oh no, I think it is. I think it's a mixture. I think it's like 80% rage bait and then 20% fetish content. Like that's because there's no, this isn't ASMR, right? There's no mic. He's recording on his phone. It's not like he's like eating it next to the camera or something.
Would actually eat this stuff day in and day out. But then you look at the size of him, and he clearly is. And he uploads one of these videos pretty much every single day.
Well, I think that's probably the cause, right? Like you could eat healthy outside of this and you would still gain weight. Like if you're eating 3 caramel cookies on camera, that alone's 1,800 calories. That's like a day's worth of calories.
Today for a little snack.
Like even just that. Like, dude, outside of this, he could just be eating straight salads and he'd still gain weight.
Snack for dinner. I wanted to have something sweet, so I got 2 boxes of the crumble cookies, you guys. I'm so excited. Let's get to this is the first box, you guys. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, I'm so excited. You know? The first one we have is the s'more brownies cookie. Look at that, you guys. Oh my god. Oh, that looks so good.
If you were curious about the calorie content of these crumble cookies, it's around 8,600 calories. And there's actually a guy that follows James and comments on pretty much every post he makes with a macro breakdown of what he eats. So this crumble
macro guy here, I just fell to my knees at all these. I have a family. I need James to start sticking to a diet. 432 grams of fat. Bro, that just clogs your arteries. 627 grams of sugar.
Cookie feast had over
you had speed running a heart attack.
627 grams of sugar and 432 grams of fat. And like I said, over 8,600 calories. And this is just beyond sickening. And it's actually a joke that Instagram allowed James to keep his platform and get paid for it. James is without a doubt eating himself to death. And the comments on his video.
Yeah, I mean, it's not on the same severity, but like obesity is a food addiction. Like that's what it is. Like, and it's one of the hardest I don't want to try and compare addictions, but the problem, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. The problem with food addictions is if you're addicted to crack, you stop doing crack, right? And it's really hard to get off of crack, but you stop doing crack. If you're addicted to food and you use food as a coping mechanism, you can't just stop eating. You need to eat to survive. So it's like, the limiting of that is really, really hard. Yeah, like stress eating as well. It's like, it's a mixture of stress eating and then just poor diet.
Know this as well.
Like poor diet and eating bad doesn't equate to morbid obesity. It's like a level of like binge eating.
Unfortunately, this dude is literally eating himself to death. He's no doubt a diabetic and on his way to a massive heart attack. With so many people out there struggling to beat cancer and all kinds of ailments, this guy is killing himself in the name of food. Incredibly very sad. The worst part about James is that brands and restaurants have actually started inviting him to their places, presumably offering him free food for a good review. Now I have to say, why would any restaurant want him to review their food? It seems like James would eat
publicity,
absolutely anything and give it a 10 out of 10.
Mood, you guys, we're right here at Juice Time in Tustin, California, and we're here to try out their sweets. Mood. These are the first 2. I think these are smoothies. This one was one of my faves. It tasted like cotton candy. This is a Dubai chocolate cup strawberry. 10.
Yeah, that shit looks fucking disgusting. Yo, that shit looks fucking disgusting. Oh my god, the Fruit Loops on the fucking yo, this actually just looks like straight sugar slop. This is like somebody just trying to be like, yo, this tastes really good. It's just packed with sugar. It's just, there's no part of this that's appealing.
I think these are smoothies. This one was one of my faves. It tasted like cotton candy. This is
ew.
The Dubai chocolate cup strawberry. 10 out of 10, you guys. Everything is homemade. These are the mini pancakes. We have the Biscoff mini pancakes. 10 out of 10. They're Dubai chocolates. So big, you guys. 10 out of 10, you guys.
I suppose actually he is a good reviewer because none of the food will go to waste. But I just can't see how anyone...
Alright, now, like, I understand the point in, like, documenting the what I eat in a day TikToks, but, like, now we're just, like, tossing in jabs. Like, that's rude.
Would look at James and want to eat what he eats. In fact, I would be staying well away from anything that he eats. James also isn't the only one who's making a big impact on Instagram. And actually, there's thousands of fat people sharing their What I Eat in a Day videos.
Everything I eat today as a fat girl.
This is Brandy Lee Snacks, who is unsurprisingly followed by...
Bro, who are the two fucking streamers that are gaining traction now? It's like, I understand it's like people laugh at it because it's funny, but it's like, dude, it's concerning. Like, that, yeah, Jay Bullen. And he acts like he's passing out. Yeah, Tismala and Jay Bullen. And they'll eat it and they'll go, oh! And they'll fall asleep or something. But it's like not, like it's a bit, but it's like, dude, like they're getting paid. And so it promotes that. But it's like, you know, I get why they do it. Like, I don't think they're in the wrong, but it just sucks.
James Buller.
Because it's like, now there's no motivation. Like, it's like, hey, now we're getting money to eat like shit.
On Instagram. And she loves to share what she eats in a day. And actually starts every single day with a donut dipped in milk. Just to make sure that she has the worst possible breakfast every morning.
Kayla for the 1,000 buddies. I don't eat the best that I could stand to lose some weight. I just finished Kate watching. This makes me want to start a diet tomorrow. I mean, if you want to diet, you want to diet. I have no problem with I don't make fun of people for their weight and how they look. I always say, as long as you're healthy, that's what matters. You know, outside of that, if your blood test comes back and your blood pressure's fine, who gives a fuck? You know, like that's what matters, right? If your cholesterol levels are fine, if your blood tests fine, whatever, you know, like, somebody being like slightly overweight, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But like morbid obesity is different, where if it's like you're like 5'8" and 400 pounds, like that's like putting stress on your heart. Like you're gonna die when you're 35, right? Like that's the difference. I would assume you're still fine. Like I still eat cake, I still eat, you know, the fucking, what are those gancitos? Those are fucking good as hell. I eat those too much. But like, dude, like you can, I would say the biggest thing is like having a week's worth of calories. Like you have to fit that, like having, you know, 3 days of eating really healthy and then having a day where you have a bowl of ice cream or cake or something, that's fine. It's just like, you need a match. Like there has to be a level of consistency. And then you have days where you could take like, hey, I'm going to eat a bunch of cookies or brownie or whatever it is, you know. Gancito mentioned, those are good as fuck, man.
Iced chocolate milk. Like, look at that.
Looks like a dry ass. Like, look at that. Looks like a dry ass fucking baked good. Oh my god.
Like,
that does not.
Look at that.
Well, it's a good thing she got sugar-free syrup, because I was just thinking she was eating a lot of food, but that should balance it out.
And why are we dipping everything in milk?
Oh my god. These cookies are amazing.
I don't know. I think it shouldn't. How do you fix this, right? Because it's like, if they're making these videos that are a minute long and they're getting paid for them, you know, they're making fucking $100 a video. Like, why would they not want to do it? But you can't demonetize that because they're not really breaking TOS. Like, they're just eating food. The shits are insane. Oh my god, the diarrhea, bro.
Oh my god.
Straight diarrhea. Going into that bathroom. Liquid shits. Liquid shits later, bro.
She says she's starving.
It's on this level of self-harm. Yeah, but you can't. No, you can't. No, because if somebody... You can't, no, you couldn't put that in TOS because it would be discriminatory. Because then if I on stream ate 10 Twinkies, people would be like, damn, that's bad. Like Jinxie. Jinxie lost the Roblox 1v1 with me. He drank a 2 liter of Sprite. That's like 300 grams of sugar. That's self-harm. It's not TOS, but it's like, if you see somebody that's morbidly obese doing it, then it's now considered that. Like, you know what I mean?
Despite eating about 2 days worth of calories, and honestly,
Roblox? Oh no, Rocket League. Sorry.
it isn't surprising.
It's because I was playing Roblox with Steak.
And for one, when you're that big, you're going to need more food to feel full because her stomach will be physically larger. And 2, she had...
I don't think it's the stomach. I don't think it's stomach physically being larger. It's you're not consuming an amount of food that's going to make you feel full. You're eating high caloric density, low dietary fiber foods. Your shits are going to be rock hard. You're always going to feel like you need more.
So many calories from sugar.
You're going to digest it so fast.
And carbs that her blood sugar will be spiking and then crashing, which is leading her to be more hungry.
Your stomach gets bigger. Yeah, when you eat amounts of food, it's volume.
Than if she ate whole meals and a high protein diet. The comments in this video weren't happy with her either. That's like 2 days of food. Stop making all this normal. There's
more than 2 days of food. It's like 5. It's like 6,000 calories.
Nothing normal. All this sugar is poison. Health is the most important thing we have. This is literally self-harm. Someone even commented defending her, saying that she isn't normalizing this much food, but the trouble is that she's doing exactly that. By posting these videos, there will be other people saying this who eat like her, and when they see other people doing it online, it...
Thought I was done eating for the night. You make me hungrier. Were those hard-boiled eggs topped with CC? Or deviled eggs?
People doing it online, it normalizes it to them and makes them feel like they don't.
You know the type of food videos that I like? Brooke put me on. It's this teacher that eats the most disgusting shit every day for fucking lunch, bro. She'll make like onion cups and like this pizza with like mayo on it. Oh my God, it's disgusting. But it's like interesting to watch because it's not unhealthy food. It's just stuff that's like, I don't want. Why? Courtney? Yeah, everybody just knew. Oh my God, it's so gross. It's like, it'll be like soup dumplings, and then just with like onion cups. I'm like, yo, that room has to stink. Like the students in that room when she breaks out her lunch Tupperware bin probably be like, what's her name? Yeah, I know her name's Courtney, but I need to like look up.
Life did not.
Oh, here it is. Courtney Cook. I need to find one that's like gross because she does make good food, but like some of them, it's just like. Oof. It's like, oof.
Happy Monday. Okay, I have a big old sweet potato. Holy crap. Yeah.
This is just lunch.
Some green onions, some butter. Oh, Buddha K. What is that? I'm gonna pick them up. Oh.
Just eating a potato. Just eating a potato and onions, bro. Like what is that called? Like a Baltic breakfast. I love watching those too. Some dude with just a bunch of onions and shit, and you just like just munching on them.
Won't need to change. If Brandy wants to literally kill herself eating that much food, then she should be allowed. But she shouldn't be allowed to be monetized on these platforms for it. And
I get that point where it's like you shouldn't be able to be paid for it, but I mean, there's so much worse shit that people get paid for on content. So.
Although Brandy only has 160,000 followers.
It's like if you demonetize this, you have to demonetize anything that's bad for you. And then like half of content in general is not monetizable.
Adi Gutierrez has almost double that follower count and seems to have an even worse diet.
What I ate today as a baddie. Cereal for breakfast.
I mean, again, she is just another influencer starting the day off with a massive bowl of sugar. I get cereal's convenient, and a lot of people watching this video will probably eat it, but just take...
Yeah, I used to eat cereal every day before school.
Some time to look at...
Something you gotta grow out of, though. I think, like once you're out of high school and you're eating... You can't be eating, like, just straight, like, Cocoa Pebbles for breakfast. That's, like, a dessert thing. I eat cereal for dessert now. Start of the day, bro, you gotta be eating, like, egg whites, bagel, you know, some shit like that. Fruit, if you want sugar. Not like, or cereal, yeah, like Weetabix. Or even, like, mini wheats, bro. Like, that's, like, better, at least. You're getting, like, good calories.
How much sugar is in your breakfast?
Starting the day with a bowl of Trix
cereal, and I can guarantee you will be surprised. Like I said before, eating this sugary cereal is an awful start to your day, and it'll just leave you feeling hungry later. And then to make things worse, she has about 4 portions of it in just that one bowl.
Good morning, baddies.
Double Red Bull.
Sugar-free, of course.
Yeah, I gotta say, the original Red Bull flavor is fucking ass. It is so bad. And Red Bull did a great job marketing-wise with, like, relating Red Bull to, like, sports and, like, energy and, you know, even, like, most alcoholic drinks at bars, like mixed drinks, like shots and shit, use Red Bull. So, but that's also one of the reasons I hate it. Like, if I'm drinking and I smell Red Bull, it's not that bad. But if I'm, like, sober and I smell fucking just a regular Red Bull, I'm thinking of Jaeger bombs. And that shit, fucking gross. Gross. Sugar-free Red Bull. No. And the original flavor is just bad. What is that?
I made a quesadilla with hot Cheetos and hot mac and cheese. Hot.
Bruh.
Olipop.
Now, before she's even got changed out
that balances it out. That has prebiotics.
Out of her pajamas, she's probably honestly had about 2,000 calories in just an absolute mess of food. And I don't know if this is an American thing, but who puts Cheetos into a quesadilla? Now, it's a good thing she has those 2 Red Bulls because her
Dude, I've done that before. There was this, I went back when I used to do TikTok more. Dude, there was this one time I got home from a bar drunk and I felt unhealthy, so I just ate like 2 raw green bell peppers, and I was like, yeah, that'll probably balance it out. That'll probably balance it out. I had 2,000 calories worth of fucking alcohol.
energy levels will
that'll probably do my stomach right.
be absolutely through the floor by the time it gets to dinner time.
Red. For dinner, I have some steak and some taters.
Yeah, can we eat it? Can we eat it with a fucking fork and a knife, bro? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my god. Is that butter? Is that just butter, or is that... Wait, no, that's mashed potatoes.
SpongeBob. Delicious.
Now, is it just me that gets pissed off watching that? It's just the absolute height of gluttony, and it's honestly just gross to watch. And again, the comments are absolutely brutal on this post, with people asking if she's trying to have a stroke, and another even asked if this was a standard American diet.
Yup, that's how that's how everybody eats.
Now, I know this isn't the standard American diet, but actually 40% of Americans are obese, so it has to be at least...
Yeah, but bro, even the average obese American doesn't eat like that. The average obese American just eats like an extra meal of the day that's like ultra processed and unhealthy. Like, I feel like dieting is really hard, but like it's just a matter of cutting out like the shit, right? Like, people just don't eat fucking... Dude, just swap shit out. It's like people are like, oh, well, I don't want to diet, I'm hungry. But I'm like, you're hungry because you eat like fucking shit. Like, swap out the bad stuff for like vegetables, man. Like, if you eat 2 cups of cooked broccoli, you're full for so long, you know? But if you're eating a fucking processed sandwich of sorts with like white bread, meat, cheese, and then fucking just like mayo, you know, and then on top of that, you're having like a bag of chips. Like, that's gonna fucking flood right through you.
Similar to what a lot of people are eating. Now, the reason I get annoyed at these videos isn't just because of the fat. And despite...
Does the FDA even do their job? Dude, the FDA just ensures that shit is like safe to eat. They don't really like restrict people. And even on that, the FDA is so loose with US rules. Like, the majority of the stuff that we have is like highly processed with like chemicals and other preservatives that other countries can't have.
What people online might think, I don't hate fat people. I get annoyed at these videos not just because they're normalizing these awful diets, but because they're being rewarded for it too. Like I showed with James Bowler before, not only do they get free meals, but they get paid by these platforms in the form of ad revenue. Addy has over 300,000 followers on Instagram and over 500,000 on TikTok, posting pretty much every day on these platforms. So it isn't a stretch to imagine that she'll be earning multiple thousands.
No, she ain't making that much money, bro, and I'm sure of it. I did short form, bro. She ain't making fucking 30 grand posting these videos, dude. 7,000 likes. 7,000 likes. That video probably made $15. That video made about $15. Like, you're not... Short form media pays about fucking ass. Nothing. 7,000 likes, dude. 7,000 likes on a minute video. Even if you had like 200k views, $40. Tops. Probably like 5.
Over 300,000 followers on Instagram and over 500,000 on TikTok, posting pretty much every day.
Yeah, 200,000 views on a minute-long video. What I ate in Disneyland. She's not even making the money back for what she paid for the stuff. I mean, you know, granted, she's writing it off if she knows what she's doing. So she's writing off the food that she's eating because she's filming it for a video. But still, it's like, it's not offsetting the fact that you're still just like burning money
on these platforms. So it isn't a stretch to imagine that she'll be earning multiple thousands a month. And then other people with poor
40 cents per 1,000 views. Carson, if you think that anyone is getting 40 cents per 1,000 views on any platform, even YouTube, you are widely mistaken. Mr. Beast would be the richest man in the world if he got paid 50 cents per 1,000 views. Are you crazy?
diets will see this.
Most of the time, like, my CPM, wait, actually, no, I think you're right. 50 cents per 1,000 views on TikTok is crack. It's probably like 3 cents, 2 cents, maybe a penny. On, what do I get on YouTube? It varies by video. How do I see that? Yeah, CPM on YouTube anywhere is between like 4 and like 8. So like $4 a 1,000 views.
And start recording.
That's YouTube on hour-long videos. On TikTok, regular CPMs gotta be like less than a penny.
On themselves eating, thinking that they can make money while eating. And then the only way they get attention by doing this is by eating bigger and bigger meals, which just puts more strain on the health and society. And then when people like Addy get more money, it's pretty obvious what to spend it on.
Facebook pays hella good then, that's what I make. Meta pays more. On Facebook in general, they just jam ads, and the ads are more valuable because the audience is older, and older people buy more products. The older your audience, the more money you make for ads.
What I ate
16-year-old's a lot less likely to buy a product than a 35-year-old.
today as a fatty.
Good morning, fatties. I got a core power and Heavenly Hunks cake batter flavor. So that's my breakfast. We got In-N-Out.
Yo, but who's literally hype as fuck? Like, yo, the In-N-Out video just released. Oh my god, I can't wait to watch 3 minutes of just straight silence and... Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god, you guys. This triple-decker burger. Oh, it's so good. Like, why would you want to watch that? Bro, the noises make me frustrated. Like slurping. Ew. Ew. That's some shit. Yo, this is the motherfucker that's ordering. Yo, when we did that Doug challenge and a motherfucker ordered Frank's fries at Taco Bell, that looks gross. That looks fucking disgusting. No, actually, if you ever have the money and you want to do some dumbass challenge with your friends, do the Doug challenge. Go, yo, I'll have what the person in front of me ordered. And I guarantee you 8 out of 10 times they're going to order the most gross ass meal. Bro, what happened to a motherfucker ordering just a regular burger? What is that? What is that? What is that pink slop on top of those fries? Those are wet. You're dumb as fuck. That looks so good. Yo, that's the problem with the United States, man. Genuinely. Genuinely. You think that looks good. Dude, those fries look bland as hell. They're covered in cheese sauce and they're wet.
They always stick together anyway.
Your mother's so old that her breast milk is powdered. You breastfeed like this.
We got a hot cocoa beignet and a peppermint candy beignet. Let's taste them. Here's one. Don't like it already. Okay. Okay, hot cocoa. That one's pretty good. Trying a normal beignet, but they've been sitting for like an hour or two, so they're not that good. Okay, well that was it for my very short and sweet what I eat in a day.
Notice how none of the food she ate this day is home cooked. And that is something that she does all the time.
Bro, I don't think it needs to be home cooked, bro. That shit just looks... Bro, that is actually just fucking slop.
Because she can afford to eat out all the time.
That looks so bad. Yo, I'm getting mad at the chatter that said that looked good. I'm sorry. Yo, those look like the worst fries ever. They're fucking pale. They look frozen. They look cold. They're sticking together. Dude, are you insane? Those look so bad.
The sad thing about a lot of these accounts is that people actually support them, and it isn't just other obese people who want this unhealthy lifestyle normalized, but it's actually people that get turned on by it. I found one account during the research of this video by a guy who said he was taking his fitness journey seriously while literally bragging and holding his belly, showing off how fat he'd gotten. And the comments in the video are all love hearts and calling him perfect, while he's literally killing himself by eating massive amounts of food. And although this guy's videos are clearly fetish content, the video that Addy and the others make also feed people's frankly disgusting fetishes, although maybe not directly, but it's still...
It also is like a snowballing effect of people compare their health to those around them a lot of the time. And if everybody around you is absurdly unhealthy and you're also witnessing these people be really, really unhealthy online, it actually makes you feel better about your own health. In like a weird Schadenfreude, you know, pleasure from other people's pain, you're witnessing this person like eat themselves to death. And you're like, oh, you know, maybe I'm not that unhealthy.
Just as bad. It's blatantly obvious too, because when they post a video that doesn't go viral, the only people that are commenting are from...
Like, the fat phobia of seeing somebody post this and then making fun of their weight isn't what should be said, right? I think a problem with the social media trends today is like, when you see this type of stuff, it's like, okay, well, obviously you shouldn't be like, you go girl, you know, eat the 5,000 calories. You at the same time shouldn't make fun of them, right? Because it's like, that's fucking weird, right? But it's like, hey, like, you should probably stop eating like this. You know, like that this is gonna kill you at some point.
So good. Pizza. The edges are
like in the same sense, bro. Like if I smoke, bro, y'all don't make fun of me, but you're like, that's bad, right? It's bad, right? Smoking causes cancer, right? If I smoke weed, that's bad for me, right? I'll say that. But it's like there's a difference between like being fat phobic and then being like, hey, this is unhealthy.
Crispy, but you know, it's a little limp. We're just gonna like fold it up.
Like Addy there is just eating donuts and fried chicken for breakfast with what I'm assuming is a full sugar drink, probably over 1,000 calories in the meal, and people find that attractive. I'm picking on Addy here because she's one of the most popular in the niche, but she doesn't actually have as insane meals as some other people who post their what I eat in a days, like Heather Ryan does on TikTok. Does anyone believe that she only had one piece of chocolate?
Every shoe, every color. Yeah, when you're famous, it can be kind of fun.
What's in that, dude?
Shoe, every color. Yeah, when you're famous, it can be kind
of
fun. It's really you, but no one ever discovers. In some ways, you're just like all your friends, but on stage, you're a star. You get the best.
Now this is weird because it looks like she just had cheese balls with sweet potato fries and then a big sundae to finish it off. Like there's actually no real meal in there. But this isn't the end of the world, as long as she doesn't have too much food afterwards.
Bro, it's like, I don't know. Like this isn't, are these mozzie sticks? What is that? Like, the potatoes and the peas aren't that unhealthy. Like, I mean, they're seasoned, maybe covered in butter, but, like, that's not bad.
Never mind. And if anyone was wondering, she actually had 18...
These were egg rolls? They looked a little thin to be egg rolls.
...potatoes on that plate. Heather seems to think that her massive weight is a bit of a joke as well, and actually seems proud about the fact that she eats this much food.
I want my ladies to show...
I think, dude, and that's what I'm saying. I think there's a difference between being proud of your body and then being, like... being aware of the health thing, right? Like, I don't think anybody that's overweight should feel ashamed in their body, right? As long as you're healthy, that's all that matters. But it's like, don't sit there and then eat 5,000 calories on camera and be like, I'm doing fine. Like, no, that's bad.
Off their jawline.
You shouldn't be proud of being unhealthy. Well, there's a difference between people that are just overweight and then unhealthy, right? Like, being, like, 30 pounds overweight doesn't mean that you have heart problems. But then it's like, okay, now you're eating 6,000 calories a day. That's going to kill you.
If you laugh, you go into hell.
She will probably be over 350 pounds at this point and shows no signs of caring about losing weight. So, as sad as it is to say, I wouldn't be surprised if she suffers a medical emergency.
But it's just hard, man. Like, if you have, like, a friend that's, I mean, whether it be you, I'm not making fun of you, chat, genuinely. Like, if you're overweight, I've seen no problem with it. But it's like, from the perspective of a friend, like, you probably know somebody in your life that's overweight. It's hard to bring that up to them because it's like, they're going to perceive it as being judged, you know, when you're perceiving it as, like, caring. It's like, I don't want to say it's easier. It's never easy to bring up, like, a friend's addiction. But it's like, I honestly think it'd be easier to be like, hey, man, you should stop doing cocaine versus like, hey, man, you're kind of fat. Because, like, imagine from that person's perspective. Like, if you're like somebody that does a bunch of cocaine and your friend comes to you and they're like, you should stop doing coke, you'd probably go, you're right, man. Versus your friend coming up to you and being like, hey, man, I'm kind of concerned, you know, you're getting pretty heavy, and like that's getting to a point where like you might have a heart attack at a young age, you might get diabetes. Like your friend there's no nice way to bring that up. You know what I mean? Like, how do you nicely bring up to your friend that like you think they're gonna die young because they eat too much? You can't. Like, so you just sit there and it's like, you know, like you love the friend, but it's like, what do you say? So you want them to lie? No, you just don't bring it up. That's the problem. So then everybody sits there and you watch that happen, right? Whether it be you or your other friends, your friends are like, I'm letting you know if that's you, your friends know, and they've talked about it, right? I'm being dead ass. If that's you, right? Your friends want to bring it up to you, but they don't. Not because they don't care. It's just like, how do you, in a non-rude way, tell your friend you think they're getting to an unhealthy level of weight? You can't.
In the near future. Honestly, I haven't got...
That's so sad. It's a problem in the US, man. Like, you just can't bring it up.
much else to say about these fat TikToks. I just find them disgusting, and I seriously hope that TikTok and Instagram stops these creators from being able to monetize themselves eating massive amounts of food and normalizing obesity.
Because they know, you know, it's not like they're oblivious to it. It's like, so it's like you're just bringing something up that's like, it's just gonna come off as rude. Like if you have a friend that gains 50 pounds in 2 years in just fat, like not muscle, like you're gonna witness that and you're gonna be like, oh wow, like you're like in your head you're gonna go, you know, you should probably lose weight, but like you're not gonna say that to them because that's fucked, right? It's like, even if you're coming from a caring perspective,
I will say it is
gotta be real with them. I mean, yeah, but it's just like, I get it being tough.
Just Instagram and TikTok that allow this now. YouTube actually demonetized my video about the craziest meals in my 600-pound life because they want to steer people away from
telling your friend that's addicted to cocaine is the same thing. No, see, here's the problem. You tell your friend that they're addicted to cocaine and they need to stop. They could just stop. But if you tell your friend that you think they're overweight, then they're gonna feel like insecure eating around you. You know what I mean? Like anytime they ever eat unhealthy around you, they're going to feel insecure, right? They're going to feel like you're judging them, right? Even if you're not, right? That's the problem. It's like, if you tell your friend you should stop doing cocaine, he's going to be like, yeah, I should probably stop doing cocaine. And you could judge him when he does coke. You could be like, you shouldn't do that, right? And now imagine you tell your friend, hey man, like I'm getting concerned about like your weight. Like I think you should lose weight. Then you and him go out to eat fucking 3 months from then, and he orders like cheesecake for dessert. In the back of his head, he's going to be like, this guy's judging me.
Making this type of content. It just means
quitting cocaine isn't that easy. I know, dumbass. I'm saying it's easier to fucking judge somebody for doing coke than it is for fucking eating a cheesecake, okay? I'm saying, like, do you understand the point that I'm trying to make? I'm saying your friend's not going to feel insecure when it like, your friend already knows coke's terrible, right? If you're doing cocaine, you know that's fucking horrible for you. But if you're eating a cheesecake, you could reasonably be like, all right, that's not bad for me. Even if you're like on a diet, right? People that are losing weight still eat bad here and there, right? You're giving yourself a cheat meal, right? But they're constantly going to feel like bad about eating around you.
I need to be a bit more careful.
It's like this fucking, it's like an unseen, like it's such a complex problem that on surface levels, like, just tell them they need to lose weight. It's not that easy.
What I say in videos. Now, this was a bit of a different style of video for me, and if you want me to look at more What I Eat Today TikToks, let me know and send me some on Instagram at BigCraigYT. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video, And if you like this...
Oh my god, man. That was like a really upsetting video, dude. Feeder content, nobody makes noises like that when they eat. Oh yeah, no, if you're moaning, I'm not a food addict, I'm an alcohol addict. Imagine if I made what I drink in a day videos that were me slamming shots at Everclear. That's what I'm saying. It's normalized. It's normalized. If you're like, what I drink in a day, and then it's like you're just fucking on your 15th beer on a fucking Wednesday, you'd be like, yo, you're an alcoholic. Like, that would be like, you're like, dude, you're killing yourself. Like, this is bad. Right? But with food, it's like it's such an obscure problem because you need to eat. And people, everyone eats like shit. Right? It's just the level and consistency of shit people eat that skews the numbers. And then it's like, okay, well, what do you say? How Shohei Ohtani happened.
Run game, the dream matchup.
It's easy to see why someone might call this a dream matchup. It's the final out of the 2023 World Baseball Classic between the two best baseball countries, the USA, who invented baseball, and Japan, whose own baseball culture has thrived for more than a century.
Isn't baseball the biggest sport in Japan? By like a long shot. And baseball's not the biggest sport. People would say baseball is America's sport like 30, 40 years ago, but I feel like what is the U.S.'s sport now is most definitely football, right? Like, I feel like people care less about the World Series than the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's big fucking event. Super Bowl's a huge fucking event in the U.S. What's Japan's biggest sport? Baseball. Often called the country's pastime with a huge number of fans who follow professional leagues and high school tournaments. Yeah, Japan, interestingly, has like one of the coolest tournaments in like baseball in general. I think it's like every high school team or like every participating high school team is like a one elimination tournament. And so it's like thousands of teams. Japan high school tournament number of teams. 48 teams from a prefectural qualifying system and national high school baseball championship featuring 49 teams. And dude, they get like stadiums full of people to watch like high schoolers play baseball. Like, it is huge there, and I never even knew that until like 2 years ago.
1 ball, no strikes.
It's also a matchup between the two best players.
And I'm not even like shocked, I guess, that baseball's big in Japan. I'm more so shocked that like the best baseball players in the U.S. right now, or at least the MVP, and like two of the best players on the Dodgers are not even from the U.S. Whereas you would assume the NFL, like, how many foreign players are in the NFL? Why are there not more foreign players in the NFL? It's so weird to me how, like, baseball is kind of getting more and more full of, like, non-U.S. players, but the NFL just has, like, largely U.S. audiences. I feel like it's because there's, like, very similar sports worldwide, like rugby. Like, rugby's big. Yeah, throw it in sub only. Like, rugby's big or other shit that is, like, similar, I guess, like, contact sport-wise, and soccer is one of the biggest sports in the world. But I find it weird how more people from other countries wouldn't want to go to the NFL because so many foreign players play in the NBA, more foreign players play in the MLB. Why would not more foreign players play in the NFL? Because I feel like the contracts in the NFL are fucking absurd. They're some of the highest paying contracts in modern day sports.
Mike Trout, one of the best American hitters ever, and Shohei Ohtani. Mike Trout, one of the best American hitters ever, and Shohei Ohtani, the best Japanese pitcher ever, the best Japanese hitter ever, and some say the best baseball player ever.
The 1-0 pitch.
Didn't Shohei Ohtani just have the best baseball game ever played, where he hit like 3 homers and pitched like an insane game?
Swing and a miss.
I'm not a big MLB fan. Like, I don't watch baseball that often, but I feel like even as a non-baseball watcher, everybody's heard of Shohei Ohtani.
A fastball at 100.
Recency bias, but I guess.
But I think this is more than a dream matchup between two great teams.
2-1. 2-2.
Or even two great players.
The count goes full.
It's the moment baseball's past met baseball's future.
Ohtani's ready. Trout's ready. 3-2.
And the future won.
He struck him out! Japan's back on top of the baseball world.
The at-bat symbolized the passing of the torch from baseball being America's pastime to baseball being a global game.
This is the story of
global game in the sense of two countries. Outside of the US and Japan, what other countries love baseball? I feel like cricket is much larger in other countries. Yeah, Dominican Republic, but outside of that, China likes basketball in terms of American sports. Canada maybe, but like even then, Canada's main sport is hockey.
how Japan produced the best baseball player ever, and how he's paving the way to baseball's future.
Yeah, like global sports. What are global sports? Track and field, soccer. That's about all I would say is global. And I would say basketball is getting global. I think basketball is pretty big. Tennis, yeah. Like I'm more talking team sports rather than like singles or doubles, like solo shit. Yes, swimming, but I'm saying more invented games. Like, yeah, there's events in track and swimming, but like it's just an athletic activity, you know, that's turned into a sport versus like a thing with rules. Sperm racing? Yeah, I heard that's on the rise.
For many years, the American pastime has been the Japanese pastime.
I hate hearing that accent. I hate hearing that accent because every time I hear it, I think about how it's not even a real fucking accent, and it's literally the transatlantic accent that was purposefully made for the effect of feeling fancy and rich rather than it actually being a way people fucking speak. Nobody talks like that. That guy, when he gets off the fucking mic, just sounds like me. Well, we have old Curly walking up to the plate, seeing if he'll hit this base. Oh, and he strikes out. Baseball, often called the country's pastime, with a huge number of fans who follow professional leagues and high school tournaments. Yeah, Japan, interestingly, has like one of the coolest tournaments in like baseball in general. I think it's like every high school team or like every participating high school team is like a one elimination tournament. And so it's like thousands of teams. Japan high school tournament number of teams. 48 teams from a prefectural qualifying system and national high school baseball championship featuring 49 teams. And dude, they get like stadiums full of people to watch like high schoolers play baseball. Like it is huge there. And I never even knew that until like 2 years ago.
1 ball, no strikes.
It's also a matchup between the two best players.
And I'm not even like shocked, I guess, that baseball's big in Japan. I'm more so shocked that like the best baseball players in the US right now, or at least the MVP, and like two of the best players on the Dodgers are not even from the US. Whereas you would assume the NFL, like how many foreign players are in the NFL? Why are there not more foreign players in the NFL? It's so weird to me how like baseball is kind of getting more and more full of like non-US players, but the NFL just has like largely US audiences. I feel like it's because there's like very similar sports worldwide, like rugby. Like rugby's big. Yeah, throw it in sub only. Like rugby's big or other shit that is like similar, I guess, like contact sport wise. And soccer is one of the biggest sports in the world. But I find it weird how more people from other countries wouldn't want to go to the NFL because so many foreign players play in the NBA, more foreign players play in the MLB. Why would not more foreign players play in the NFL? Because I feel like the contracts in the NFL are fucking absurd. They're some of the highest paying contracts in modern day sports.
Mike Trout, one of the best American hitters ever, and Shohei Ohtani. Mike Trout, one of the best American hitters ever, and Shohei Ohtani, the best Japanese pitcher ever, the best Japanese hitter ever, and some say the best baseball player ever.
The 1-0 pitch.
Didn't Shohei Ohtani just have the best baseball game ever played, where he hit like 3 homers and pitched like an insane game?
Swing and a miss.
I'm not a big MLB fan. Like I don't watch baseball that often, but I feel like even as a non-baseball watcher, everybody's heard of Shohei Ohtani.
A fastball at 100.
Recency bias, but I guess.
But I think this is more than a dream matchup between two great teams.
2-1. 2-2.
or even two great players.
The count goes full.
It's the moment baseball's past met baseball's future.
Ohtani's ready. Trout's ready. 3-2.
And the future won.
He struck him out. Japan's back on top of the baseball world.
The at-bat symbolized the passing of the torch from baseball being America's pastime to baseball being a global game.
This is the story of
global game in the sense of two countries. Outside of the US and Japan, what other countries love baseball? I feel like cricket is much larger in other countries. Yeah, Dominican Republic, but outside of that, I don't. China likes basketball in terms of American sports. Canada maybe, but like even then, Canada's main sport is hockey.
how Japan produced the best baseball player ever, and how he's paving the way to baseball's future.
Yeah, like global sports. What are global sports? Track and field, soccer. That's about all I would say is global. And I would say basketball is getting global. I think basketball is pretty big. Tennis, yeah. Like I'm more talking team sports rather than like singles or doubles, like solo shit. Yeah, swimming, but I'm saying more invented games. Like, yeah, there's events in track and swimming, but like it's just an athletic activity, you know, that's turned into a sport versus like a thing with rules. Sperm racing? Yeah, I heard that's on the rise.
For many years, the American pastime has been the Japanese pastime.
I hate hearing that accent. I hate hearing that accent because every time I hear it, I think about how it's not even a real fucking accent, and it's literally the transatlantic accent that was purposefully made for the effect of feeling fancy and rich rather than it actually being a way people fucking speak. Nobody talks like that. That guy, when he gets off the fucking mic, just sounds like me. Well, we have old Curly walking up to the plate, seeing if he'll hit this base. Oh, and he strikes out.
For many years, the American pastime has been the Japanese pastime.
Americans introduced baseball.
Football announcers still have that voice? I would not say football announcers have a transatlantic accent. They talk in an announcer voice, but not a transatlantic accent. That shit's fucking annoying.
To Japan around the 1870s. So it's no surprise that American and Japanese baseball share
They talk more professional. Like if I was commentating on an NFL game, they'd be like, and he takes it home. Or not an NFL game, not a baseball game. And he takes it home. Shohei Ohtani, one of the best players we've seen thus far this season. They like deepen their voice. They talk more obnoxiously.
A lot in common. First and foremost, it's an obsession.
Here's a stadium packed for Japan's high school baseball tournament, 1920. Shinto priests.
Wild, too. 1920 packed for a fucking high school football game or baseball game. Dude, no high school fucking baseball game in the United States is getting anywhere near that level of crowd.
Blessing home plate.
There's one set of bleachers with a drunk dad and an annoying divorced couple just sitting on the side. They really want to both see their son or daughter play softball or baseball, but they fucking hate each other, so they sit fucking 4 feet away from each other. No.
Opening day, 1931. And Babe Ruth.
Little League games do? Little League games do not have a crowd. Little League games have a crowd of parents and family members of the players. It's commonplace in Japan to go to a high school baseball game to watch it because it's how Shohei Ohtani happened.
Run game, the dream
entertaining. If you were just a random guy that pulled up to a high school baseball game today, people would be like, why the fuck are you here?
Matchup.
It's easy to see why someone might call this a dream matchup. It's the final out, Ruth, swarmed by fans in
unless it's literally like a high-level tournament. Like, if it's like a national level, that's different.
Of the 2023 World Baseball Classic between the two best baseball countries, the USA, who invented baseball, and Japan, whose own baseball culture has thrived for more than a century.
Isn't baseball the biggest sport in Japan? by like a long shot. And baseball's not the biggest sport. People would say baseball is America's sport like 30, 40 years ago, but I feel like what is the U.S.'s sport now is most definitely football, right? Like, I feel like people care less about the World Series than the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's big fucking event. Super Bowl's a huge fucking event in the U.S. What's Japan's biggest sport? Baseball. Often called the country's pastime with a huge number of fans who follow professional leagues and high school tournaments. Yeah, Japan, interestingly, has like one of the coolest tournaments in like baseball in general. I think it's like every high school team or like every participating high school team is like a one elimination tournament. And so it's like thousands of teams. Japan high school tournament number of teams. 48 teams from a prefectural qualifying system and National High School Baseball Championship featuring 49 teams. And dude, they get like stadiums full of people to watch like high schoolers play baseball. Like, it is huge there, and I never even knew that until like 2 years ago.
1 ball, no strikes.
It's also a matchup between the two best players.
Like, if you're at, like, it's the same thing with, like, other sports, like track events. Like, New Balance Nationals, people just pull up to. And I'm not even, like, shocked, I guess, that baseball's big in Japan. I'm more so shocked that, like, the best baseball players...
Tokyo, 1934.
That's just not true. It's because you live in New Jersey. But it's baseball, man. I think the in the U.S. right now, or at least the MVP... and like two of the best players on the Dodgers are not even from the U.S. Whereas you would assume the NFL, like, how many foreign players are in the NFL? Why are there not more foreign players in the NFL? It's so the equivalent of Japan weird to me how like baseball is kind of getting more and more full of like non-U.S. players. But the NFL just has like largely U.S. audiences. I feel like it's because there's like very similar sports worldwide, like rugby. Like rugby's big. Yeah, throw it in sub only. Like rugby's big or other shit. That is like similar, I guess, like contact sport wise. And soccer is one of the biggest sports in the world. But I find it weird how more people from other countries wouldn't want to go to the NFL. Because so many foreign players play in the NBA. More foreign players play in the MLB. Why would not more foreign players play in the NFL? Because I feel like the contracts in the NFL are fucking absurd. They're some of the highest paying contracts in modern day sports.
Mike Trout, one of the best American hitters ever, and Shohei Ohtani.
Football in Texas is so big that like high school games matter. Like people will...
Mike Trout, one of the best American hitters ever, and Shohei Ohtani, the best Japanese pitcher ever.
Go and rep their city's high school for a fucking football game.
The best Japanese hitter ever, and some say the best baseball player ever.
The 1-0 pitch.
Right, like that's different. But I feel like that doesn't happen for, like, what state does that for baseball?
The U.S. crushed...
Didn't Shohei Ohtani just have the best baseball game ever played? Where he hit, like, 3 homers and pitched, like, an insane game.
Swing and a miss.
I'm not a big MLB fan. Like, I don't watch baseball that often, but I feel like even as a non-baseball watcher, everybody's heard of Shohei Ohtani.
A fastball at 100.
Recency bias, but I guess.
But I think this is more than a dream matchup between two great teams.
2-1. 2-2.
Or even two great players.
The count goes full.
It's the moment baseball's past met baseball's future.
Ohtani's ready. Trout's ready. 3-2.
And the future won.
He struck him out!
Japan in World War II, but baseball helped the two countries become
Japan's back on top of the baseball world!
allies soon after.
This isn't big league stuff yet.
The at-bat symbolized the passing of the torch from baseball being America's pastime to baseball being a global game.
This is the story of
global game in the sense of two countries. Outside of the U.S. and Japan, what other countries love baseball? I feel like cricket is much larger in other countries. Yeah, Dominican Republic, but outside of that, I don't... China likes basketball in terms of American sports. Canada, maybe, but, like, even then, Canada's main sport is hockey.
how Japan produced the best baseball player ever. and how he's paving the way
But someday it may be.
to baseball's future.
Yeah, like global sports. What are global sports? Track and field, soccer. That's about all I would say is global. And I would say
Japan's Nippon Professional Baseball League was structured a lot like the US's Major League Baseball. Teams were divided into 2 leagues.
basketball's getting global. I think basketball is pretty big. Tennis.
And some even share the same name. But the 2 leagues didn't always...
Yeah, like I'm more talking team sports rather than like singles or doubles.
...see eye to eye.
What's the hardest baseball name? Hold on. Like solo shit? Or baseball team. Being on the Hawks would be pretty fucking sick. Colt 45s. Angels. Yes, swimming, but I'm saying more invented games. Like, yeah, there's events in track and swimming, but like it's just an athletic activity, you know, that's turned into a sport versus like a thing with rules. Sperm racing? Yeah, I heard that's on the rise.
For many years, the American pastime has been the Japanese pastime.
I hate hearing that accent. I hate hearing that accent because every time I hear it, I think about how it's not even a real fucking accent, and it's literally the transatlantic accent that was purposefully made for the effect of feeling fancy and rich rather than it actually being a way people fucking speak. Nobody talks like that. That guy, when he gets off the fucking mic, just sounds like me. Well, we have old Curly walking up to the plate, seeing if he'll hit this base. Oh, and he strikes out.
For many years, the American pastime has been the Japanese pastime.
Americans introduced baseball.
Football announcers still have that voice? I would not say football announcers have a transatlantic accent. They talk in an announcer voice, but not a transatlantic accent. That shit's fucking annoying.
To Japan around the 1870s. So it's no surprise that American and Japanese baseball share
They talk more professional. Like if I was commentating on an NFL game, they'd be like, and he takes it home. Or not an NFL game, not a baseball game. And he takes it home. Shohei Ohtani, one of the best players we've seen thus far this season. They like deepen their voice. They talk more obnoxiously.
A lot in common. First and foremost, it's an obsession.
Here is a stadium packed for Japan's high school baseball tournament, 1920. Shinto priests.
Wild, too. 1920 packed for a fucking high school football game. Or a baseball game. Dude, no high school fucking baseball game in the United States is getting anywhere near that level of crowd.
Blessing home plate.
There's one set of bleachers with a drunk dad and an annoying divorced couple just sitting on the side. They really want to both see their son or daughter play softball or baseball, but they fucking hate each other, so they sit fucking 4 feet away from each other. No.
Opening day, 1931. And Babe Ruth.
Little League games do? Little League games do not have a crowd. Little League games have a crowd of parents and family members of the players. It's commonplace in Japan to go to a high school baseball game to watch it because it's entertaining. If you were just a random guy that pulled up to a high school baseball game today, people would be like, why the fuck are you here?
Ruth, swarmed by fans
unless it's literally like a high-level tournament. Like, if it's like a national level, that's different. Like, if you're at, like, it's the same thing with, like, other sports, like track events. Like, New Balance Nationals, people just pull up to.
Tokyo, 1934.
That's just not true. It's because you live in New Jersey. But it's baseball, man. I think the equivalent of Japan's high school baseball turnout would be Texas's high school football. Football in Texas is so big that, like, high school games matter. Like, people will go and rep their city's high school for a fucking football game, right? Like, that's different. But I feel like that doesn't happen for, like, what state does that for baseball?
The U.S. crushed Japan in World War II, but baseball helped the 2 countries become allies soon after.
This isn't big league stuff yet.
White Sox, Braves, Tigers, Dodgers, Giants.
2 leagues didn't always...
Is Colt 45?
But someday it may be.
Japan's Nippon Professional Baseball League was structured a lot like the U.S.'s Major League Baseball. Teams were divided into 2 leagues.
It's still a team.
Some even...
The Dragons. Yeah, that would be the sickest.
...share the same name. And some even share the same name. But the two leagues didn't always
The Dragons.
see eye to eye.
What's the hardest baseball name? Hold up. Or baseball team. Being on the Hawks would be pretty fucking sick. Colt 45s. Angels.
Eye to eye. In the mid-20th century, American teams often looked down on Japanese talent. And while some American players played in Japan,
White Sox, Braves, Tigers, Dodgers, Giants.
two leagues didn't always.
Is Colt 45 still a team?
Some even
The Dragons? Yeah, that would be the sickest.
share the same name.
The Dragons.
But the two leagues didn't always see eye to eye. In the mid-20th century, American teams often looked down on Japanese talent. And while some American players played in Japan, they typically were near retirement. Meanwhile, Japanese players were often pressured to stay in Japan.
Part of it was wanting to maintain Japanese culture and pride.
Jun Lee's been reporting on baseball for a decade. He was on ESPN. Now he runs one of my favorite YouTube channels.
It is swung on and foul tipped by Lee.
This was kind of where Japan was.
I truly believe facing a baseball is one of the scariest things. I would not be good enough to play professional baseball, but even if I was, I would be so scared to stand next to the plate while the pitcher on the mound's throwing fucking piss missiles. just fucking straight at me. Like, you get hit in the face, dude, you just fucking break your jaw.
Politically, over the course of, a lot of the 20th century, which was culture that was very inward focused.
It all came to a head over this guy, pitcher Masanori Murakami. In 1964, the Nankai Hawks sent him to the San Francisco Giants minor league team, just for some experience. But Murakami impressed the Giants, who started him on their major league squad. Murakami became Major League Baseball's first Japanese-born player and dominated the rest of the season. But when the Giants gave him a contract, the Hawks objected. The two leagues argued for months until reaching a compromise. Murakami would play with the Giants for one season, then return to Japan. And from then on, MLB teams were prohibited from directly signing Japanese players, and vice versa.
Really? When did that fucking change?
It widened the gulf between the two leagues. American players continued to go to Japan, but no Japanese player appeared in Major League Baseball for the next 30 years. They stayed in Japan and developed a distinct style of playing. Very quickly, I want to show you something.
Do you think that's why, Shohei Ohtani and other players are really good, is because they get different training and play different than American players? So when they go against them, it's like a whole different spin of play or pitching, or how Shohei Ohtani happened.
Run game, the dream matchup.
It's easy to see why someone might call this a dream matchup. It's the final out of the 2023 World Baseball Classic between the two best baseball countries, the USA, who invented baseball, and Japan, whose own baseball culture has thrived for more.
What am I looking at? Oh, is this a sponsor?
Your wallet too. Henson's line stays flat because when
more than a century.
Isn't baseball the biggest sport in Japan by a long shot? And baseball is not the biggest sport. People would say baseball is America's sport 30, 40 years ago, but I feel like what is the U.S.'s sport now is most definitely football, right? I feel like people care less about the World Series than the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's big event. Super Bowl's a huge event in the U.S. What's Japan's biggest sport? Baseball. Often called the country's pastime with a huge number of fans who follow professional leagues and high school tournaments. Yeah, Japan, interestingly, has one of the coolest tournaments in baseball in general. I think it's every high school team or every participating high school team is a one elimination tournament. And so it's thousands of teams. Japan high school tournament number of teams. 48 teams from a prefectural qualifying system and national
over time. And turns out better for your wallet too. This chart shows the cost of Razor ownership when you
high school baseball championship featuring 49 teams. And dude, they get stadiums full of people to watch high schoolers play baseball. It is huge there, and I never even knew that until 2 years ago.
Differently than American people, and so they
my monitor just.
One ball, no strikes.
It's also a matchup between the two best players.
It's turned off. My monitor just turned off. And I'm not even shocked, I guess, that baseball's big in Japan. I'm more so shocked that the best baseball players in the US right now, or at least the MVP, And like two of the best players on the Dodgers are not even from the U.S. Whereas you would assume the NFL, like how many foreign players are in the NFL? Why are there not more foreign players in the NFL? It's so weird to me how like baseball is kind of getting more and more full of like non-U.S. players, but the NFL just has like largely U.S. audiences. I feel like it's because there's like very similar sports worldwide, like rugby. Like rugby's big. Throw it in sub only. Like rugby's big or other shit that is like similar, I guess, like contact sport wise. And soccer is one of the biggest sports in the world. But I find it weird how more people from other countries wouldn't want to go to the NFL because so many foreign players play in the NBA, more foreign players play in the MLB. Why would not more foreign players play in the NFL? Because I feel like the contracts in the NFL are fucking absurd. They're some of the highest paying contracts in modern day sports.
Mike Trout, one of the best American hitters ever, and Shohei Ohtani. Mike Trout, one of the best American hitters ever, and Shohei Ohtani, the best Japanese pitcher ever.
That Japanese people have, and as a result, stylistically, the game is very different than what you would see in the United States.
Great American batters have power. They swing for the fences. The best Japanese hitter ever. And some say the best baseball player ever.
The 1-0 pitch.
Didn't Shohei Ohtani just have the best baseball game ever played? Where he hit like 3 homers and pitched like an insane game.
Swing and a miss.
I'm not a big MLB fan. Like, I don't watch baseball that often, but I feel like even as a non-baseball watcher, everybody's heard of Shohei Ohtani.
A fastball at 100.
Recency bias, but I guess.
But I think this is more than a dream matchup between two great teams.
2-1. 2-2.
Or even two great players.
The count goes full.
It's the moment baseball's past met baseball's future.
Ohtani's ready. Trout's ready. 3-2.
And the future won.
He struck him out. Japan's back on top of the baseball world.
The at-bat symbolized the passing of the torch from baseball being America's pastime to baseball being a global game.
This is the story of
global game in the sense of two countries. Outside of the U.S. and Japan, what other countries love baseball? I feel like cricket is much larger.
While great Japanese batters have consistency. They hit more single.
In other countries. Yeah, Dominican Republic, but outside of that, China likes basketball in terms of American sports. Canada maybe, but like
doubles, even bunts to get on base. Great American.
Even then, Canada's main sport is hockey.
How Japan produced the best base
playing the long game versus fucking ripping it. Just trying. That's all I would do if I played baseball.
Baseball player ever, and how he's paving the way to baseball's future.
Yeah, like global sports. What are global sports? Track and field, soccer. That's about all I would say is global. And I would say basketball is getting global. I think basketball is pretty big. Tennis, yeah. Like I'm more talking team sports rather than like singles or doubles, like solo shit. Yes, swimming, but I'm saying more invented games. Like, yeah, there's events in track and swimming, but like it's just an athletic activity, you know, that's turned into a sport versus like a thing with rules. Sperm racing? Yeah, I heard that's on the rise.
For many years, the American pastime has been the Japanese pastime.
I hate hearing that accent. I hate hearing that accent because every time I hear it, I think about how it's not even a real fucking accent, and it's literally the transatlantic accent that was purposefully made for the effect of feeling fancy and rich. Getting a single sucks. I'd want to hit that shit out of the fucking park rather than it actually being a way people fucking speak. Nobody talks like that. That guy, when he gets off...
Pitchers rely on velocity, throwing 100-mile-per-hour fastballs past batters.
The fucking mic just sounds like me. Well, we have old Curly.
While Japanese pitchers rely more on craftiness.
He walking up to the plate, seeing if he'll hit this base. Oh, and he strikes out.
Throwing forkballs, splitters, and sinkers to fool batters.
For many years, the American pastime has been the Japanese pastime.
Americans introduced baseball.
Football announcers still have that voice? I would not say football announcers have transatlantic accent. They talk in an announcer voice, but not a transatlantic accent. That shit's fucking annoying.
To Japan around the 1870s. So it's no surprise that American and Japanese baseball share
They talk more professional. Like if I was commentating on an NFL game, they'd be like, Andy takes it home. Or not an NFL game, not a baseball game. Andy takes it home. Shohei Ohtani, one of the best players we've seen thus far this season. They like deepen their voice. They talk more obnoxiously.
a lot in common. First and foremost, it's an obsession.
Here is a stadium packed for Japan's high school baseball tournament, 1920. Shinto priests.
Wild, too. 1920 packed for a fucking high school football game or a baseball game. Dude, no high school fucking baseball game in the United States is getting anywhere near that level of crowd.
Blessing home plate.
There's one set of bleachers with a drunk dad and an annoying divorced couple just sitting on the side. They really want to both see their son or daughter play softball or baseball, but they fucking hate each other, so they sit fucking 4 feet away from each other. No.
Opening day, 1931. And Babe Ruth.
Little League games do. Little League games do not have a crowd. Little League games have a crowd of parents and family members of the players. It's commonplace in Japan to go to a high school baseball game to watch it because it's entertaining. If you were just a random guy that pulled up to a high school baseball game today, people would be like, why the fuck are you here?
In Japan, baseball players are also known to train far more often and with far more intensity.
This is just kind of the culture around the sport.
Ruth, swarmed by fans in
unless it's literally like a high-level tournament.
That the repetition builds strength. It requires this intense.
Like, if it's like a national level, that's different.
This level of discipline.
Still, many Americans doubted Japanese players would succeed.
Like, if you're at, like, it's the same thing with, like, other sports, like track events. Like, New Balance Nationals, people just pull up to.
Tokyo, 1934.
That's just not true. It's because you live in New Jersey. But it's baseball, man. I think the equivalent of Japan's high school baseball turnout would be Texas's high school football. Football in Texas is so big that, like, high school games matter. Like, people will go and rep their city's high school for a fucking football game, right? Like, that's different. But I feel like that doesn't happen for, like, what state does that for baseball?
The U.S. crushed Japan in World War II, but baseball helped the two countries become allies soon after.
This isn't big league stuff yet, but someday it may be.
Japan's Nippon Professional Baseball League was structured a lot like the U.S.'s Major League Baseball. Teams were divided into 2 leagues, and some even shared the same name. But the 2 leagues didn't always see eye to eye.
What's the hardest baseball name? Hold up. Or baseball team. Being on the Hawks would be pretty fucking sick. Colt 45s, Angels, White Sox, Braves, Tigers, Dodgers, Giants.
2 leagues didn't always
is Colt 45
seed in the U.S. if they could ever get there. Then in 1990,
still a team.
Some even
the Dragons. Yeah, that would be the sickest.
Shared the same name.
The Dragons.
But the 2 leagues didn't always see. 95 pitcher Hideo Nomo found a loophole. The Kintetsu bumped eye to eye. In the mid-20th century, American teams often looked down on Japanese talent. And while some American players played in Japan, Buffaloes owned his contract. But Nomo simply retired at age 26. Legally, they typically were near retirement. Meanwhile, Japanese players were often pressured to stay in Japan.
Part of it was
a retired player could go anywhere, so Nomo went to the LA Dodgers.
Wanting to like maintain Japanese culture and pride.
Jun Lee's been reporting on baseball for a decade. He was on ESPN. Now he runs one of...
That doesn't really seem like much of a loophole, no? All right, I'm done playing baseball. I'm going to go move to the U.S. All right, I don't really want to play baseball anymore. I'm going to go move to the U.S. Actually,
my favorite YouTube channels.
It is swung on and foul tipped by Lee.
This was kind of where Japan was.
I truly believe facing a baseball is one of the scariest things. I would not be good enough to play professional baseball, but even if I was, I would be so scared to stand next to the plate while the pitcher on the mound's throwing fucking piss missiles. just fucking Actually, I kind of do. I got a second wind. I think I want to start playing baseball again.
His twisting windup flummoxed American batters.
Right at me. Like, you get hit in the face, dude, you just fucking break your jaw.
Like, politically, over the course of, like, a lot of the 20th century, which was culture that was very inward focused.
It all came to a head over this guy, pitcher Masanori Murakami. In 1964, the Nankai Hawks sent him to the San Francisco Giants minor league team, just for some experience. But Murakami impressed the Giants, who started him on their major league squad. Murakami became Major League Baseball's first Japanese-born player and dominated the rest of the season. But when the Giants gave him a contract, the Hawks objected. The two leagues argued for months until reaching a compromise. Murakami would play with the Giants for one season, then return to Japan. And from then on, MLB teams were prohibited from directly signing Japanese players, and vice versa.
Really? When did that fucking change?
It widened the gulf between the two leagues. American players continued to go to Japan, but no Japanese player appeared in Major League Baseball for the next 30 years. They stayed in Japan and developed a distinct style of playing.
Very quickly, I want to show you something.
Do you think that's why, like, Shohei Ohtani and other players are really good, is because they get different training and play different than American players? So when they go against them, it's like a whole different spin of play or pitching or...
Pretty cool. Machinists at Henson's
how they work.
Started out making aerospace machinery.
What the fuck am I looking at? Oh, is this a sponsor?
Your wallet too. Henson's line stays flat because when you over time, and turns out better for your wallet too. This chart shows the cost of razor ownership when you
Damn!
Differently than American people, and so they
My
have
monitor
adapted
just
the
turned off.
Japanese game
My monitor
to-
just turned off.
And he went on to win Rookie of the Year and start the All-Star game.
Waved at. It just randomly just tried to refresh. What the fuck?
kind of suit the physical strengths and weaknesses that
And down goes Martinez. And down goes Bell.
that Japanese people have, and as a result, stylistically the game is very different than what you would see in the United States.
Great American batters have power. They swing for the fences. While great Japanese batters have consistency. They hit more singles, doubles, even bunts to get on base. Great American
Playing the long game versus fucking ripping it. Just trying. That's all I would do if I played baseball. Getting a single sucks. I'd want to hit that shit out of the fucking park.
pitchers rely on velocity, throwing 100-mile-per-hour fastballs past batters. While Japanese pitchers rely more on craftiness, throwing forkballs, splitters, and sinkers to fool batters. In Japan, baseball players are also known to train far more often and with
Who would have figured Hideo Nomo last year pitching
far more intensity.
This is just kind of the culture around the sport.
in Japan?
Nomo also got more Japanese fans.
Yo, that's actually
that the repetition builds strength. It requires this intense
actually so much aura too to fucking move countries to go play in another team's fucking league.
level of discipline.
Still, many Americans doubted Japanese players would succeed in the U.S. if they could ever get there. Then in 1990,
and then just maul them. Like, I always wonder how, like, Jokic feels.
1995, pitcher Hideo Nomo found a loophole. The Kintetsu Buffaloes owned his contract, but Nomo simply retired at age 26. Legally, a retired player could go anywhere, so Nomo went to the LA Dodgers.
That doesn't really seem like much of a loophole, no? All right, I'm done playing baseball. I'm gonna go move to the U.S. All right, I don't really want to play baseball anymore. I'm gonna go move to the U.S. Actually, I kind of do. I got a second wind. I think I want to start playing baseball again.
His twisting windup flummoxed American batters, and he went on to win Rookie of the Year and start the All-Star game.
Waved at and missed. And down goes Martinez. And down goes Bell. And who would have figured Hideo Nomo last year pitching in Japan?
Nomo also got more Japanese fans.
Yo, that's actually so much aura, too, to fucking move countries to go play in another team's fucking leagues. Or, like, any foreign NBA player that just dominates in the U.S. just coming over and just fucking literally just dumpstering everybody and then just maul them. Like, I always wonder how, like, Jokic feels. Or, like, any foreign NBA player that just dominates in the U.S.
to start paying attention to American baseball. But his loophole made NPB owners worried their best players would leave.
That's just coming over and just fucking literally just dumpstering everybody.
So in 1998, it made a new system where a Japanese team could do what's called posting a play to start paying attention to American baseball. But his loophole made NPB owners worried their best players would leave to allow MLB teams to bid on him. Then the Japanese team could send him in exchange for a fee. So in 1998, it made a new system where a Japanese team could do what's called posting a player to allow MLB teams to bid on him. Then the Japanese team could send him in exchange for a fee. Finally, a pipeline existed between the two best baseball leagues. And over the next 20 years, a steady stream of talented pitchers and hitters developed in Japan.
I don't understand though why they can't just go pro in the MLB straight out of like high school or college. I know a lot of MLB players in the US sign right out of high school, but it's like, why even go into the Japanese Pro League? Like, why go to the NPB if you could just go straight to the MLB?
Then went to the US, where they won awards and World Series, broke records, and made the Hall of Fame, all along proving that the Japanese style could thrive in the US.
Ichiro is kind of the ultimate manifestation of this, where he hit often less than 10 home runs a year, but he would get 300 hits in a season. I think they completely changed the perception of what was possible if we brought over Japanese players to the United States.
But Shohei Ohtani was different. He threw nearly 100 miles an hour, smashed home runs, and he was only in high school.
Yo! Nah. Like, how are there people that are just that good? Like, he's throwing 100 miles an hour in high school, and he's pitching and batting. People, like, when I talk to my friends that love baseball, they always just glaze the shit out of him. They're like, he's two players in one. So it doesn't matter that they're paying him fucking $800 million delayed. It's worth it because they're effectively getting two of the best players in both of the biggest positions.
Heard of Shohei Ohtani when he was 16 years old because I'm a baseball sicko and I was following what was happening in the